Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's Wednesday, it's the middle of the week, and that means it's time for some good old Warframe. Hello and welcome, one and all. Welcome back to the wonderful one. System, how are we doing? Yo, straight away there. Diddy Bacuman giving out a sub to the community, going straight on over to Eevee. Diddy Bacuman, thank you very much for the gifted sub. I appreciate it. Cheers. That is a lovely way to start the stream. Thank you very much, my dude. And hello there, Snake Raider. Hello, German Gay Team. Hello there, Beardface. How are we all doing? Hope you're all having a good day yourselves as well. Things are fine and dandy wherever you are around the world. As the stream title might suggest, guys, today I'm going to be looking some more at the Incarnon weapons. We got them here. We've got the Phenmor, the Laetum, the Pradeos. I'm not sure. Is it Laetum and Pradeos or Laetum and Pradeos? Is that a Pry or Prey? It's like Praetorian rather than Praetorian, but then light. We covered this before. Letters make no sense. Letters make absolutely no sense. But in any case, Phenmor, Light, and Pradeos. That's what I'm calling them. These are the ones we're going to be looking at. The Incarnon weapons. They're definitely called Incarnon. I know that much for certain. So those are going to be the focus today. But aside from that, we've of course got the good old sortie to be getting on with. Hello there, Cosmo. How are you doing today? Cheers, Diddy. Appreciate it. Hello there, Jojo. How you doing? You say Laetum? Doubting yourself now? I mean, yeah, that's the thing. Laetum. I'm just not sure. I'm just really not sure. Because, hey, at this point, we're bringing in foreign words into an English context, and my poor Anglo-centric brain does not handle that. It just doesn't. Yo, Diddy. Also subscribing for yourself at tier 1. Cheers, my dude. Welcome to the channel proper. Enjoy yourself that lovely blue badge to go with your name there. Enjoy your emotes. And of course, if you're on the Discord, enjoy access to the supporter tea lounge there as well. And Evo, cheers for the hydrate. Cheers. We got some gift Lotus dropping, Snake Raider says. Let's have a quick peek there. Yeah. Wow, would you look at that. Orokin Animus Matrices. We have got an Umbra Former blueprint, 2 Orokin Catalysts, and 2 Orokin Reactors. Ooh, okay. They're feeling a bit spicy today, aren't they? My, yeah, I'm... Okay. We're going to be doing all of those. Those are some nice pickups right there. Sure, let's do it. Alright. Absolutely going to be doing that. Alright then, guys. If you want to be part of the missions as we get cracking on today, send me a message in game with the Kengineer, !join if you don't know how to do that. I'll be able to bring you all into the squad if you are on PC. We have got today, already a bit in the squad, but there we go. We have got today an Exterminate with melee only, a Spy with augmented enemy shields, and an Assassination with Xmas Stronghold. That's going to be absolutely fine and dandy to handle. I'm sure we'll be absolutely easily cracking our way through that. Red zoom, there you go. Gotcha. And apparently I'm going to be using Umbra for the Umbra Former one. Okay, Snake Raider, that makes more sense. At the same time, it kind of makes no sense, but sure. We'll hold on to it for that then for you, Snake Raider. Look at the alert. Yeah, we've just seen that alert, mannequin. Just seen it. Look at all this shiny coming in. I don't know why. Do we just... There we go. Line it up nicely. Thank you, Scroll Wheel. Yeah, these are... Some... What? Why? Oh, if it mouses over, that's... Okay, right. So yeah, I was wondering what was going on there. Mousing causing it to scroll. But yeah, these are shiny. I want these. I want all 4 of them, so we're going to be doing them. Oh yeah, these aren't blueprints, Cosmo. These are just ready to go. Have at them. The Umbra Former not being built when these are is kind of weird, not going to lie. But, you know, guess we can't have everything from Lotus, you know. She's got to make us work for at least a little bit of it, guys. But, yeah. Back after 3 years for about a month. Back then Umbra Formers were a myth. Well, at least you can get them every, I think it's 8 weeks now from Teshin as well, on top of these kinds of gifts that go around. So, Red Zoom, you'll have a stockpile soon enough, don't you worry, my dude. You have a stockpile soon enough. But yeah, we're going to get cracking on. I'm not going to use Wukong, that was for testing earlier. Let's instead grab Lavos. Because I'm a Lavos main, so of course I'm going to use Lavos. Why wouldn't I, you know? It just makes sense. Hello, Frank Archer. How you doing today? We'll fix that for you. Get it, Pikachu. Where you got that one from? Pock. Oh, is that going to be Pokey? Probably. There do. Have I seen the Prime Vault rotation? It's going to be, what was it, Chroma Zephyr? I think it was Chroma Zephyr, wasn't it, Snake Raider? Which of course means we're also going to be having the Kronen. I'm really hoping that the Pradeos or whatever, the melees, turn out to be good. We don't want a unvaulted weapon to just come along and be like, haha, you tried. Aren't they out now? No. The, what's it? Yeah, the vault rotation's not happened today. I'd have heard about that if it had. They are? No. Wait, what? Today? Where's the news article? Where's the pings? Where's the people going, oh my god? No, it's not out today. Surely not. I haven't missed everything, have I? Somehow. What am I attacking? That's a console. I thought there was an enemy there whilst I was paying attention to chat at the same time. May 11th. Yeah, May 11th is not today, okay? No, not today. There we are. Confusing me like that. Kill everything through here. Don't even need to go through. Lavos Stronk. Look at that, there's nothing left. Okay, there's something left. Now there's like nothing left. Are we gonna go this way or the other way? Probably this way. Yeah, it's this way. Ah. Oh, Lavos is just so good. He is just so good. Look at that. Oh, another nuke ready. Go. Wait, no, not you. He is just so strong. There we are, we're broken them. Let's see. 133 kills, only 11 of them melee. I might have gone a little bit overboard on the nuking. Just a little bit. Hello, Rainova. May the fourth be with you too, absolutely. But you gotta watch out for tomorrow though, Rainova. You gotta watch out for tomorrow. You know why? Because it's Revenge of the 5th. Delayed ping today? Ah, it's not that delayed. It's okay. No kill like overkill? Oh, absolute. I like the addition of the focus school on the ground. When you switch out, so you can see which school each person is using. So I've obviously got Fat Deep's Midori there. Resume with loading for half a mission? Oof. Ocean saying using his abilities maybe use 2 brain cells. That's a bit too much brain to play Lavos. I mean, if you want to optimize his abilities, yeah, it takes a little bit of thinking. But if you just want to lazy play him, he's a damn good lazy tank. It's like, oh, I'm low health. 1. Oh, I'm low ammo. 3. Oh, I'm low closeness. 2. Let's get closer. You don't have to overthink him, but he certainly has a high ceiling. Which is one of the reasons I really like Lavos, because there is such rep to him. Alright, we got our rando there. Wanted to go straight into the next one. It's a spy mission. I am going to be really meta and just grab the Wukong. Let's get the sortie over and done with. Going full meta Wukong. Yeah, pretty much Space Cadet. And the only thing I do when it comes to my 4 is, am I against the Corpus? Hold 1, press 4. It's Toxin. If I'm against the Infested, Corrupted, or Grenier, hold 4, press 4. It's Heat. There we are. Win. Done. If I really want to overdo it, I might actually hold 1 and 2 for Viral and then press 4. Deeps. It just works. Deeps. I mean, blocking is limited in how much it actually helps Rainova, and parry can just sod off, quite frankly. In this game, it's yeah. Hello, Lord 7. How you doing today? Let's head straight on over to A. And of course, because my Parazon is a good Parazon, I'm just going to go invisible now. Ta-ta! Wait. Bollocks. None of them were open up there. I expected one to be open. It was not open. Ah, whatever. We'll just... Whatever. Yeah, it was the other side that was open. That's cheeky. That's cheeky. God damn it. In what context there, Ryoshina? What context? Alright, let's head over this way. Anyone doing B and C? I would hope they are. Looks like someone might be on their way to C. Well, they're on their way. Do we let them do it? I'm going to let them do it. I'll cover the area so they don't get annoyed by NPCs. Damn those shields. Also, damn no damage. Okay. Oh, didn't I? I'm still on my testing loadout, not my damage loadout. No wonder I was doing nothing. God damn it. Alright. I'll have to switch that before the next mission. Renuva? Cheers. What's my thoughts on Panthera Prime? Honestly, I don't really use it. If it was anything amazing, I'd be using it, so yeah. Why are people going into a vault that's being done? Like, if someone else has opened the vault, chat, this goes out to all of you. If someone else is doing a vault, don't go inside. Unless they ask you in there, don't go inside. There's a good chance you'll mess it up for the person trying to do it. And if you don't mess it up, you're basically just saying to them, I'm sorry, were you doing this game? I wanted to do it instead. It's a bit of a faux pas, don't do that. Come on now, we're civilized people here. Exactly, Lord, exactly. What does the primary Incarnon do? So on the primary, we've got this, he holds it like more of an arch gun than a normal primary weapon, and it becomes an automatic bottomless clip, at least until the charge runs out. Whereas when you've got it out of the Incarnon mode, the standard mode, it's a semi-automatic rifle. So yeah, turns it into rapid fire with spool down, by the way. So it has a inefficient overheat mechanic. The longer you're firing, the lower the fire rate goes down to an extent. But then if you stop firing, up goes the fire rate again. So short bursts are recommended. If you just hold down the trigger, you're going to make it worse. It's still going to be good though. Hello Zeldatas, how you doing? We got for the last mission, what was it? It was the assassination. Oh, I've gone into assassination. I'm not bringing Wukong. Wukong's for speed. We're assassinating. We're bringing out big boy. Tank, damage, no shit's given. Civilized people who kill. I mean, you can kill and still be civilized. Right? Right? Because, you know, my history lessons told me that the English are civilized and, yeah, we did loads of killing, right? You know? There's a weird interaction between Zarsa's Whisper and Phenmor and Laetum. Damage bonuses applied to the void damage. Softleads, how exactly do you mean a disgusting interaction and application there? Is it more than it should be, or is it just like lots, like with the rest of the weapon? Right. Bruh. What's this damage? Oh yeah, I didn't switch the mods! Whatever, we're out here. I didn't switch the mods. I switched the frame and I didn't switch the mods. What is wrong with me? God damn it. Space Get is multiplicative, so each extra status doubles the damage. Not plus 100%, double. Oh, that was that was really unfortunate.
Oh, have you come to make a donation to my newest enterprise? Excellent. Please report to my lab for reconstruction.
And we're on location. Alright then. Do I have mods on my secondary? Looks like no. That is a no.
There is the assassination target. You know what to do.
Well, at least someone else had mods. Yeah, that's my mistake for not double checking those mods. Yeah, Space Gear. Lavos is a very strong frame. He takes some more setting up than people might be used to. It's not like Ember where you press 4 fireballs happen, call it a day. So, depending on how strong the opponent you are facing, you might need to do a little bit more work. But once you've done it, Lavos is good. Very good. What kind of use Lavos has? So, he's a solid tank. Both lazy tank and self-heal. When I say solid tank, I mean solid. Oh, we didn't do the prediction! Man, I'm all over the place today. I'm too busy focusing on 15 things at once. God damn it. God damn it. We even have a new prediction system and that happened. Whatever. We'll move on past that one. But yeah, Lavos can be exceedingly tanky. He can get a lot of damage done with his abilities. He can self-heal. He can crowd control to an extent. He has insane ammo control. And he's got super powered ice skates, which drop vials everywhere. Oh, the prediction did go on. Oh, okay. I thought I didn't do the prediction, but no, Beard did do the prediction. Beard, did you not see my message on the Discord? That would be what confused me then, because I didn't see a change in the prediction that was on my screen here. But yeah, Beard's gone for the one with the Anacerendo or anything else, so anything else it is. There we go. Let's complete that prediction at least now for you. There we are. Thank you, Beard, at least for setting that one up there. Space Gear gambling 5,000 spanners on the correct side. Nice. What was supposed to change? So with predictions now, you've always seen them as one of two options, A or B, 1 or 2, an Endo or anything else, that kind of stuff. But Twitch has made it now that we can use new ones. Oh, of course, yeah, you're in the mission. Fair enough, Beard, fair enough. So we can do more than just a little bit. So like, let's do a sample prediction. Let's do a sample prediction. What's Ken's favourite number? Ah, now you get to learn something about me at the same time. Take a prediction. I know the answer to this, and I may have told you guys before now, but yeah. Quick and dirty prediction. There you go. Make a predict. What's my favourite number? What do you guys think is actually my favourite number? I mean, anyone posting it into the chat, whichever chat you're posting it into, you're meant to be putting it on the prediction, so go ahead. Pop it on the prediction. I'm only giving you 30 seconds on that because we're only doing this for a short moment, so hurry up. Get in there. Gamble whatever points you want to gamble. We'll see how it turns out. 3, 2, 1, and it's closed. Okay. Having a look at those predictions there, there are guesses kind of all over the place. We've got, what's this? Is this 10 points have been gambled on 1, 10 on 2, 2,000 on 3, 10 on 4, 10 on 5, 69 gambled on 6, 40 gambled on 7, 68 gambled on 8, 10 gambled on 9, and no one thought my favourite number was going to be 10. No one thought my favourite number was going to be 10. Interesting. Well, let's just have a look at the gambling here. Red Zoom went in with 2,010 spanners on 3. And 3 other people joined him on that one. And that's very interesting, that is. That's very interesting because the answer is, in fact, 3. Yeah, my favourite number is 3. So, Red Zoom, congratulations on that one. You were very right. You didn't just lose 2,000 spanners over nothing. Well played, my dude. But yeah, my favourite number is 3. It's just a nice number. I like it. There's nothing really massively behind it. I just like 3. So yeah. Explain? I just explained. There isn't really much behind the Catacosmo. But it just is. It just is. Right, let's get some mods onto here before I forget again. Oh my god, no wonder I was doing no damage. What the? Testing build. Alright, that's a little bit more like a build. That is a little bit more like a build. It's nowhere near a finished build, but it is a little bit more like a build. And likewise over here, actually no mods. A little bit more like a build. Okay, cool. No, it's alright, Cosmo. There's always going to be a little bit of a delay. There's always going to be a bit of a delay. If you feel like you have too much of a delay at times, if it's more than a few seconds, refresh your stream. It's possibly just latency's built up through Twitch. Because it does that. It does that. Alright then, guys. Someone leave and rejoin or something? I don't know what's going on here. Anyway. Look at these evolution weapons. In case you haven't seen yet, the evolutions, you got 5 stages to them. The first one just unlocks the Incarnon form. The others unlock extra bonuses. We're going to be having a look at these. We're going to be having a look at the modding that is capable on them. Because I've been doing some testing as well. I've been doing some testing to see just what these guys can actually do. Yep, random. See, this is part of the reason you don't just talk in squad chat. There's a Twitch chat for the Twitch chat. Twitch. Spanner rewards are gone? No, Spanner rewards are there on my side, Space Cadet. Don't know what's happening there. That's definitely a Twitch thing. Ah, Kikoki, right. Stop swinging around the bloody Parazon. Every time I accidentally mouse over that and then go to something else, just every now and then, swipe, 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 swipe. Stop. Stop. Bruh. Alright. Anyway, let's have a look at the bits and pieces. I'm going to drop squad from here just so I can load in stuff real quickly. So, Red Zoom Beard, thank you for joining on the sortie. We'll probably rejoin into more squads in a bit, chat, but let's head on over to Zaraman. Let's get these bits and pieces brought up here. Obviously, spoiler Oilers. If you didn't think there were going to be spoilers on the Twitch channel, what are you doing? What's the spoilers? Snake Raider, I'm just going to refund that straight away. You know that's not how it works. That is not a genre, so have your points back. Oh, there we go, Space Get, nice. Oh, one thing in the patch notes, guys. For those of you who remembered last time I came through here, one thing in the patch notes. I can no longer spam the interact button on Malika here. They got rid of that. It was pointless. It probably shouldn't have been there. I get it because they removed it, but I can't. Ah. But why? Because we can no longer stand there spamming it and making it turn into a bit of a Siri beatbox. It's gone.
Only place to find decent weapons on this board. Rubber.
Hey ho. All right. Evolving the Incarnon weapons. If you have more than one equipped at the same time, you get to pick which one you're looking at. So, first of all, let's look at the Phenmor ones, because I've been going through these bits and pieces. Obviously, this is just, Incarnon form. You don't get to mess around with that. Those of you who ain't caught it on yet, Incarnon form, we go from the semi-automatic shots of the rifle mode to the automatic shots of the mode. That is that one there. On this one, you've got the option of improved accuracy and recoil, improved fire rate, or improved projectile speed. Now, with these are additive to modded amounts. So if, for example, you go for the Rapid Wrath for plus 20% fire rate, and then you put on Prime Shred for 55%, you get 75% extra fire rate over the base, rather than the mod also affecting this. So these act like mods. They remove the ability to change evolves from the Orbiter? Oh! I didn't even notice they had done that. I just thought it just wasn't possible. Fair enough. There must be something going on in the background they have to sort out on that. But yeah, so this one, they're all going to be additive to your mods. Now I've gone for projectile speed because the projectiles in this are actually kind of slow. And quite frankly, if I'm trying to hit headshots and stuff, I don't want to be limited to headshots on just stuff that is stationary or close. You know, if I point at an enemy, I want that enemy dead. So I go for the projectile speed on this one. You can go what you want for here, but honestly, a little bit of modded fire rate versus I can actually land shots. I'll take the landing shots. I'll take the landed shots. But, yeah. Tom say I think I'll be using the Tonfas a lot. Parker stat stick. Probably going to be using a lot. Type of person refuses to take sprint or and rush off Gauss. I mean, Tom, we'll get to the parkour stat stick or lack thereof in a moment. We'll get to that, trust me. Now, on the next evolution, again, these are all additive to mods. I say these are all additive. It's reload speed, magazine capacity, and then headshot kill gives a full reload. I was using this, and as much as, yeah, you can get headshot kills, on both modes, you've got slash damage. And if the slash proc kills the enemy, it doesn't trigger this. At least that was my experience. This needs to come from a direct headshot kill, just like with the Deadhead Arcanes. I may be wrong on that, I may have just been unlucky, but I couldn't get this to proc off of slash proc damage. So on that basis, I figured, honestly, it's just not worth it. Just give me the extra magazine capacity. The other thing is with this, is that when it triggers, it doesn't even tell you it's triggered. There's no sound effect I could see, or hear even. There was no visual effect I could see. There was no indicator on the screen. It's just the ammo was instantly at max again. And that just feels unsatisfying. But yeah, I went this one. The extra magazine capacity, so you're reloading less often, because if you're reloading from empty, how many bullets are you burning through in the semi mode? Because this doesn't affect the automatic mode. You don't reload in that mode. But this just seems stupid to me. Some people may use it. I'm not firing that many shots to need to increase the reload speed after I've reloaded. Just give me more mag. Over here, again, these are additive to mods, at least where there are mods. So you can make it where the headshots you require less than to get to your Incarnon mode. On that one, I'll be honest, the headshots are easy enough to get. If you're against enemies where you are really in need of an Incarnon mode, you'll be able to land more than a couple headshots. So I don't see this as really that big of a deal, when instead you can focus on improving your stats. These are modded. So plus 10% crit chance, plus 10% status chance, that's basically nothing. You consider a typical build will have 1, 2, maybe even 3 60-60 mods for status chance. That's 60 to 180% status chance. 10% is nothing. And same again with crit chance. 10% crit chance modded is really nothing, because this has a base of 20%. So that's giving you plus 2% crit, plus 2% status. It's a joke. So that one's not actually doing you all that much. Hey Ragnos, didn't know I streamed on Wednesday? Yeah, absolutely my dude. Exclamation mark schedule, you'll see all the days I stream on. So these two I don't find all that interesting. This one, it gives you 4 percentage points more status, but minus on the crit chance. Now that is where things get interesting. You might think, oh, why would I want minus crit chance for, what, a tiny bit of status chance? And that is because of this evolution. Of these, this one here gives you a bonus if you don't crit. Bit of a special one. So if you can reduce that crit chance down, the only two ways of doing that are with river mods and that. If you can reduce your crits down, this activates more often. Pretty simple, right? What's the next frame to be primed? They haven't announced it yet, Ian. So with this one here, the others. First of all, let's cover the others. We'll get back to this one in a second because it's real good. We'll get through these others first. Enemies suffering fewer than 3 status effects will receive plus 100% critical damage. This does not do what it says it does. Unfortunately. The proc is correct. If the enemy has fewer than 3 status effects on it, yeah, absolutely, it will proc. That's fine. I haven't fully tested the full ins and outs of that proc because the result of the proc is actually terrible. If I took off the mods here, you would see that the critical multiplier at base is 2 times. And so if you got plus 100% critical damage on a 2 times critical multiplier at base, you'd be expecting 4 times. You know, you put on a 100% crit damage mod, it goes from 2 to 4. But this doesn't do that. This doesn't go from 2 to 4, or double your modded amount. Say if this was, well, this is 5.6, it wouldn't turn that into 11.2. Instead, what this does is it adds 1. Just 1. So 5.6 becomes 6.6. 2.0 becomes 3.0. Whatever your critical damage is, it adds 1 to that value. And that's it. That's not even plus 100%. That's plus 1. There's no way that competes with what else we've got here. So if you were looking at this one thinking you can maybe make a crit build work after all, no you can't. I'm sorry, just no. It's terrible. Because you have to also land it on enemies which are not heavily procced, and if they're not heavily procced, you're losing so many of the other bonuses that exist out there. We'll get to that, Animalak, don't you worry. We'll get to that. There's a reason I'm leaving it to last. This other one, on 2 headshots within 2 seconds, plus 50% headshot damage for 8 seconds. And it's like, okay, if you wanted to turn this into a sniper rifle, that could work. If you're making it into a semi-automatic or automatic sniper rifle. But it's not a sniper rifle. It doesn't have sniper bonuses. It doesn't have sniper scopes. It has travel time on its projectiles. Even with the projectile speed bonus over here, there's still travel time. You're not going for that many headshots. And plus 50% headshot damage only? You're losing the opportunity to handle a crowd, which is, you know, what this game is all about. We handle crowds. So this one isn't really that amazing. You might find a way to make it work somewhere. But plus 50% headshot damage is most likely going to be additive to the headshot stats which you get from, for example, primary and secondary deadhead. So again, it's just not worth it. So that brings us to this then. This is where it gets absolutely bonkers. I don't know why this screen drifts around, by the way. 50% chance to deal plus 2,000% damage on non-critical hits. Now, first things first. The non-critical hits bit, that just works. It does just work. So that's fine. You don't need to worry about some weird pseudo conditions there. The plus 2,000% damage, however, doesn't work as advertised. All throughout the rest of this, we've got plus status, plus crit or minus crit. We've got plus magazine. We've got plus reload speed. We've got plus projectile speed, plus fire rate, plus accuracy, and all of those pluses are additive to mods. This one, and I verified this fully, is multiplicative to mods. It's not plus 2,000% damage. It just straight up multiplies the damage by 21. So if you've got... it's not Hornet Strike on the primary. What is it on the primary? Serration, there we go. If you've got Serration, if you have got primary Deadhead or primary Merciless, primary Dexterity, whichever one, who cares. Whatever damage bonuses you've got, this then multiplies after that. So you don't have to worry about this stacking with an arcane for diminishing returns, whatever is the go-to phrase these days to say additive is badditive. No, it just works. It just straight up multiplies it by 21. Now this is only if you don't crit and then only half the time. You take that half the time, you average it out, you're averaging an 11 times multiplier on your damage that is non-crit. And I'm sorry, but those critical hits, those are not 11 times damage. They're not. If you land a headshot, then yes, you can get the crit to be better. If you land a headshot. But if you just want to be carving through enemies, this does an amazing job. And because you're not building for crits, you can put more mods into other forms of damage. So you can go into more status, you can go into more elemental damage, go into more fire rate. It just goes mad. It is a weird mechanic, Frank Archer. Yeah, it is very weird. So, I don't know why this one is multiplicative rather than additive. It makes limited sense, but it also makes it the best option. Fun fact. It makes it the best option. Exactly, Boople. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, in terms of modding it then, if we go into my arsenal here. Oh, Cosmo, I've already answered that one for you. You remember in the, what's it? Myths video, I think. Was it Myths video? Was it? Oh. No. Crucial quality life tips. There we are. Crucial quality life. Yep. That's how I covered how you can always have red crits. Yeah. So, this go-to that I've got at the moment, where we've got these two crit mods here taking up space, we don't need them. Up, go away. We don't need them. Instead, we can fill this in with just more good stuff. This can go away as well. Critical damage. Ew. Who needs that? Us. So I can instead go for some... Oh, hello. DLG Affella. Subscribing with Prime. DLG. Is that DLG or Dig? I just spilled my tea. DLG, thank you very much for the subscription with Prime. Welcome to the channel, my dude. Enjoy your lovely new blue badge. Your emotes to go with it. And I'm going to need to clear up this mess. So I'm going to be back in just 1 second. I actually did just spill a fair amount of tea. 1 moment. Bollocks. Right then, that is sorted. That's why we have the tissue ready to get that dealt with. Where were we? We were modding the absolute heck out of this. Just make it status rival, status, and damage Phoenix Raider, because we still want damage. We don't want to just leave this with status, because then we're not using the damage bonus. So what we can do, for example, is we can go Hellfire on here. We can max out these 60-60 status mods now. The Malignant Force, Rhyme rounds, and Thermite rounds. Bring that all together. And this block, because we already got Fire Rate and Punch Through, we've got Multi-Shot, all that good stuff, this lot will go for the Bane. I've just not got enough room at the moment. I would need to mod Phenmor this 2 more times for that. Although actually, if I go status again, if I drop this down, just 1, and then put that on here. There we go. There we go. Now I can fit it. Toxin Blast. Oops. Wait, no. Hang on. Shit. How do I reorder this? That needs to go down here. Yes, it does. Right. Take that off. Take that off the moment. Action. Swap polarities. You there, thank you. There we go. That there. Grab the cold mod and grab the heat mod. There we go, fixed. There we go, now we got heat viral. Because heat viral works, you know. Prime Cry instead of Rhyme rounds. But I'm focusing on the status and also focusing on the heat rather than the cold. We're going on the heat rather than the cold. So the reason for that is that now we've got loads of heat, not loads of viral. If we went for Prime Cryo rounds, yeah, we'd have loads of viral, but the status would drop down. Instead here, we've got a decent status chance, we've got loads of heat. And of course, because heat procs benefit from the amount of modded heat, and we've got 150% there, our heat procs are doing 150% more than if we didn't mod heat in. And somehow still got heat, you know. Hey DLG, I'm glad you appreciate all the explanations, absolutely. Welcome from Germany. Or welcome to... Hello from UK to Germany. How do you say that? Welcome. I'm just going to go with welcome, you know? I'm just going with welcome. Yeah, thermal transfer would give you heat as well, although it wouldn't give you an unmodded amount. It excellent mods as well, but yeah. Doesn't more heat damage also make it more likely to heat proc? Yes, Cosmo, yeah. So, with our fixed status chance here, actually, we can calculate it. Let me... God, we're not even an hour in today. I'm already setting up to bring out the notepad. Let's do it. Notepad. Time to do some mathin'. We knew this was coming. We knew this was coming, chat. We got to do a notepad. Let me just get that font back up. I always shrink it down after stream, but let's get that up again. Alright, so. The Kenton branded notepad.exe. Yeah, basically, you know. This stream is sponsored by Notepad. Right, this is why I'm focusing on going for the 60-60 mods other than heat. With this setup at the moment, we've got 53% status, okay? We're not going to consider multi-shot because it's going to be the same in both cases. We'll just go with this. Serration is actually beneficial here? Potentially, Jody. We'll go through it, don't you worry. So, 53% status, and then what we have is one more... Let's go with the automatic. Automatic is where our damage dealing is. The rest is priming. So let's go with the actual damage. We've got 212 slash. We got 556.5 heat. We got 159 radiation. And we got 389.6 of viral. Okay, guys? And if we total all that together, where's my physical count? Oh, there it is. Bringing that all together is giving us a total of 1317.1. The reason the total is higher here is because we got multi-shot 1.8 going on. So this is where we're at in total, which means that the heat percentage is equal to 556.5 divided by 1317.1, 42.25%. Okie dokie. Every time we land a status block, we have a 42.25% chance of it being heat. We have a 53% status chance, so we can just multiply those together. And this gives us a 22.4% heat proc per hit. Simple math on that one. If it doesn't feel simple to you, well, that's because I've been studying this for literally years now, so yeah. This is the simple stuff of it. With this setup, we get a 22.4% chance of a heat proc per hit. Which is actually quite a bit. You think that's going to be doing a fair amount of damage. When we have a fire rate of 20.67 at maximum, when we're going to have a multi-shot of 3.3, we're going to be firing out over 60 shots per second, and nearly a quarter of them are going to be heat procking. Oh boy, that's a lot of heat procs. That is a lot of heat procs. At the same time, just eyeballing this, if over 550 heat gives us 22.4 heat procs, then the viral here, that's going to be coming in at probably around about 15-ish%. So we're getting a decent amount of viral. We're getting more heat than viral, which is good because you don't want to overdo it on the viral. You want the heat to actually be damaging. We're going to be getting slash procs at the same time. Not as much as the heat, but the slash is still there. Because we're focusing on status mods mostly with just one damage mod, the slash isn't going to be too disadvantaged. Okay? Yo, Katie in the Dominion, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome in, all four of you. How are you doing today? Welcome on in. We're in the midst of doing some Matharinos on the Phenmor at the moment, and demonstrating where we're looking in terms of just how good it can be. So this is where we're at so far, chat, with the build that I'm advising just off the cuff. What I'm feeling so far. Alright? Now, if we swing this around to the other builds, someone's saying, well, instead of Rhyme rounds, why not Prime Cryo rounds? I can't fit that in directly, so what I'm going to do is drop these mods. It doesn't affect the equation. Just for demonstration purposes. Okay? Actually, I didn't need to take both of those off. I didn't need to take them both off, so let's put... yes, I did, actually. They're both 16. Never mind. The equation still stands. We're not breaking anything here. So, once again, looking at the automatic mode, is where we're at. So now, we've gone down to 41% status. It's still 212 slash. It is still 556.5 heat. It is still 159 radiation, but now it is up to 779.1 viral. Okay? So our new total, in terms of the damage there, is the 212 plus 556.5 plus 159 plus 779.1 is now 1706.6. And you're like, oh, okay, well, we've gone up about 400 damage per hit, right? Or 400 damage base. That should be doing great for us, right? Right? Well. Well. Now if we look at the heat percent, we got 556.5 heat in 1706.6 damage. This is now down to 32.6%. Which if we run through the same equation as from before, 41% status times 32.6% heat. I'm just going to leave it there. You know it's 32.6% heat. 0.41 times 0.326. We get 13.37 rounded percent heat proc per hit. So we have decreased the amount of heat substantially by doing this. The amount of heat per proc has gone down from 22.4 to 13.37. This is needlessly too many digits. 13.4, round it properly. Come on now. 13.4 divided by 22.4, we're losing 40% of our heat procs, and all this extra damage we put into the viral isn't actually going to benefit the heat procs. It makes viral more likely to happen, but it doesn't give us any extra heat damage in itself. It just makes the viral more likely to happen. Oh yeah, Space Get. Kitcom River mods can go on any primary or secondary until they've been unveiled. For some reason. Go figure. Yeah. So, yeah, guys. This is exactly why I say that using, what do you call it? Prime Cryo rounds actually isn't worth it here. We lose status, so that our slash, our heat, our radiation, if you care about it, all becomes less common. The viral, sure, that's shooting up in terms of its weighting, and it'll probably be more viral procs per second than it was before, but just viral in itself is not going to save the day. We're already getting enough viral procs. It's got plenty. Losing all of that heat is not worth it, because if you've got against an enemy which you can just kill with pure damage, that increase of damage probably isn't going to be making the difference. That's not helped you out all that much. Yeah, you've gained some damage, but not that much. In exchange, losing all of that heat builds like crazy. I have 60 because I'm MR30 Ragnos. MR30, have a base 30 capacity on all my stuff, and then the potato makes it 60. That's why I could just freely mod stuff, Phenmor stuff now. But yeah, I hope that's cleared up, guys, as to why I don't use Prime Cryo rounds here. As much as it has a huge amount of cold, for a heat viral setup, you don't actually want that much cold. You want the heat viral to give you the heat, and viral second. That's why as well in some builds you'll see people use unranked Malignant Force, unranked Rhyme rounds, so that viral is technically there, but it doesn't push out, say for example, the innate slash of the weapon. But yeah, I'm quite satisfied with where we're at here. We've got a very good setup going. As much as sometimes you might feel that Serration, oh, it's not really going to be doing loads compared to everything else going on. In this case, it really is, because we don't need to mod for crits. There's actually still going to be getting a load of work done. I could theoretically go for Galvanized Aptitude instead, because with just 2 status effects, that would be 160. With 3 status effects, that's going to be giving me 240, which is better than Serration. So yeah, and we can get up to 4 quite reliably. So Galvanized Aptitude is probably going to be better, assuming it works. Assuming it works. Zielmo, don't worry about the repeated question there, but yeah, the heat procs and all damage procs, they will benefit from the 200%, sorry, 2000% bonus. They do benefit from it, yes. So absolutely, all the damage focused into those procs. Screw the crits, we don't need them. We've effectively got a 50% crit chance of a 21 times crit multiplier. That's what this functionally is. If you don't crit, you got a 50% chance of critting with a 21 times multiplier. It's not actually that, because it doesn't interact with anything crits, but it's doing functionally the same. I haven't looked at Phenmor Ribbons, quite frankly. Haven't looked at them. If you can get a Phenmor Ribbon with a negative crit chance, you're laughing. It's not necessary, but it will do a lot of good for the bonus on your weapon. So, yeah. Absolutely mad. So, this is the Phenmor then, yeah. In terms of a build, I'm actually pretty satisfied as to where we're at. Aside from, you know, Serration should be, what was it, Galvanized Aptitude. That really should be Galvanized Aptitude. The extra status on a status build, already great. And then the extra damage bonuses. Can I fix that onto here as it stands right now? I shouldn't have formatted that to B. I should have formatted D, shouldn't I? Balls to it. Balls, balls, balls. Ballsy, ballsy, balls. Well, as a default go-to, before you go Galvanized Aptitude, it works. I'll test that later. this is still going to do plenty, quite frankly. Because we're looking at a difference there of typically 240% bonus, maybe 320 over the 165 here, but this is also going to be giving us a lot, whichever arcane you put there. Can crit chance reach 0 if you have negative crit riven and the negative crit selected? If the riven disposition allows it to, Cosmo. So yeah, it is possible to get minus 100% or more crit chance on a riven, and that would give you 0 crit chance. So if you get to that point, in this case if you have minus 90% crit chance or worse on a riven, then yes, you could get this to 0% crit. Absolutely. In terms of other negatives, minus crit damage is passable, but still 20% of the time you would be hurting your damage. So don't forget that. You have still got that base crit in there. Actually 18% of the time, because 10% off. So minus crit damage you do want to avoid on a riven. Minus zoom, that's perfectly fine. Minus damage against the infested, who really cares, quite frankly? They fall over when you sneeze at them. Various bits along that line. The kind of harmless negatives. Negative impact, there is no impact here, there is no impact here, so if you get negative impact, you are laughing. Negative puncture, who cares? Negative slash would be a detriment. Yeah, basically Zemo. Basically. The only downside is, of course, that you can't use it with crit stuff, and if you have crit buffs around you, say from a Harrow, say from a Darzakivat, say from Arcane Avenger, I mean, why would you equip it? That's something you can just avoid. Say if you're using Zephyr, say if you are using Jaya, any of those do not synergize with the Phenmor. Not. What happens if you have minus multi-shot? Sometimes you'll fire and no bullet comes out, Ragnos. That's what happens then. Minus multi-shot, you have a chance to fire, but it doesn't. Chance to fire blanks, basically. Yeah, Avenge is a flat bonus, Tilly, but you don't want a flat bonus because 45% crit chance with a 2x multiplier is worse than a 21x multiplier. You just wouldn't do that. Yeah, Smeeta ruins it as well, yeah. So, Smeeta, Adarza, Harrow, Jaya, Zephyr, none of them should be anywhere near the Phenmor. Don't do it. Just absolutely don't do it. Hey Golden, finally managed to catch a live stream. Nice. Welcome, welcome. Alright, we've had a look at the Phenmor. I'm going to go through the same stuff on the Laetum here, but I'm going to go through quicker because Laetum follows a lot of the same principles. So I don't need to overstate those bits here for you guys. Starting at the very start, you've got the evolution. You can't change anything about this one, it just is a thing. When you activate it, you go from semi-automatic to the automatic mode. With a difference. The automatic on the Phenmor, the primary, with that one, it has a spool down the longer you fire, so you want to be firing in bursts. This does not have any such spool down, so you can just keep firing at full speed. The automatic loses the slash in exchange for radiation, so you do lose your anti-armor potential, basically. And instead, you gain a radial attack. So this is an AoE weapon. Think like an automatic Spirex. Think like that. So it's a bit of a weird one, but it's certainly something. The damage output on it, oh, we'll get to that in just a sec there. On your first evolution, you've got recoil, fire rate, movement speed. These are all additive to mods, so honestly, I don't see this really mattering all that much. I don't care for it. Plus 20% fire rate. Honestly, no. We got secondaries, they have fire rate mods, so you don't really need that. But then for this here, recoil, this thing kicks when used in semi-mode especially. So if you can have minus recoil for free, yeah, that's kind of a deal. I'll take that one. On the second evolution, you've got on headshot bonus reload speed, and it does stack up to 3 times, so you can get nearly twice the speed on your reload, so half the time. It's an option, but it's a thing. But you're not going to be spending that much time in a single fire mode. You're going to be switching over to auto mode more often than not. Federal Justice, gain ammo efficiency whilst aim gliding and sliding. Seems like it might be great. As far as I can tell, I need to test further to be certain, but as far as I can tell, this doesn't affect the automatic mode, which means it's actually a bit pants. Yeah. Oh yeah, Riven's going to be asked for like crazy for these. Absolutely. Absolutely. But then this one here, 30% magazine reloaded when holstered. Again, kind of a bit crappy. But of all of these, honestly, having it just passively sort itself out. You put it away, you switch over, you do stuff, you switch back, you don't have to reload. That beats being faster at reloading or reloading a little bit less often. But honestly, these don't really matter all that much. These, all three of them are just meh. So take your pick. You're going to be aiming for headshots, so that's not really a problem. You might be switching weapons more often, like switching over to melee, so that's not really a problem. Or you might just want a bit more efficiency, but they're all a bit meh, quite frankly. They're all a bit meh. Yeah, so I'm just going to leave that one there, because I like passive reloads. They're a nice feature. Works on other weapons, weirdly? Are you sure of that, Cosmo? Are you certain this works on other weapons? Because none of the other stuff I have tested has worked on other weapons. Are you sure that's going to work on that there? I mean, we can have a look at it at some point. I'm going to put that on, and we'll see if I get ammo efficiency elsewhere as well. We'll see. Non-fat. I haven't tried it out, but I would imagine no. Alright then, on to the penultimate evolution. This is where we start to get something actually more interesting. We got bonus headshot damage, and this plus 50%, it works as an actual multiplier to the headshot damage, but it is additive with other headshot bonuses. So if you put on secondary deadhead for the 30% headshot multiplier, with this it becomes 80%, rather than adding 50% to that 30% or vice versa. So, yeah, that's just kind of as is. What's current DJ playlist? We're listening to Synthwave at the moment, Space Cadet. So yeah, it gives you a headshot bonus. It's not really that amazing. It's a little bit of a bonus damage on a headshot. It's quite literally plus 50%. Does what it says on the tin. I'm not too fussed with it. Headshots build more charge. Waste of space, frankly. Waste of space. DN, cheers. Cosmo, there's no exclamation marks for that because the bot isn't synchronized with my media player, no. And then over here, elemental excess. Well, I think you know where we're going with this, guys. If you've already listened to what I've just said about the Phenmor, I think you know where we're going with this one. Plus status, minus crit chance. I wonder what's hiding under here. Oh yeah, it's this one again. The 50% chance to deal 2000% damage more on non-critical hits. Just like with the primary, this is also multiplicative, so when it triggers, you just get 21 times your actual damage. It doesn't care if you've got damage bonuses or not, it just then multiplies on top. I haven't yet found something it's additive with. I've checked faction mods, I've checked normal damage mods, I've checked elemental mods, I've checked critical hits and weirdness around that, I've checked headshot multiplier. It stacks multiplicative with all of them, so there's not really much left that it could stack with, frankly. This one here on headshot ammo efficiency. I mean, there's a synergy to be had. Gain ammo efficiency whilst aim gliding, and then you also do that. If you put the two of them together, if they do stack together, I haven't checked this yet, I'll be honest, then you would get infinite shots. But the whole point of the automatic mode is we have functionally infinite shots anyway, so I suppose you can do that if you don't want to use the automatic mode, if you want to use the slash setup, and that's perfectly viable. But yeah, it's a bit... yeah, we can skip that one. Overwhelming attrition. On hit that is neither critical nor applies a status effect, plus 400% damage for 20 seconds, stacks up to 3 times. For those of you who are burned out on math already, 3 times 400% is 1,200%. So that's a lot. This is 2,000%, but it's only half the time and only on a non-crit, whereas this applies to all of your hits once triggered. You know, if you land a non-crit, non-status shot, and then follow up with a crit, the crit has the benefit. Okay? But... and this is a very, 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 very big but. We're talking people write songs about this size of a butt. While devouring attrition here is multiplicative, this one here is additive. It's additive, guys. 1,200% damage. You're like, oh, look at this. Oh, wow, it could compete with this. And no. The mods add with it. So, Serration. Not Serration, this is a secondary Hornet Strike. You've got your Magnum Force, if you want, dare to use it. You've got your Arcanes, a secondary Deadhead or secondary Merciless, whichever you go for. In any case, they add to it. It's a no bueno. Or rather, it could be more bueno, but first of all, it's got that status bit as well. So this wants you to try and land both non-crit and non-status, which isn't too bad, but yeah. And then it just doesn't compete with this, because this also goes for non-crit, and then just works. Now, you can use this with a more crit-focused build, but unfortunately this is just so good that a crit-focused build is actually not great. Multiplicative, Ragnos. Between additive and multiplicative, multiplicative is better. Let me demonstrate exactly how I mean for you. Let me demo how I mean. I'll just get a new page, effectively. So, additive, you've got your base amount. This is unmodded, unaffected, you've got your base amount. If you add a bonus in, say a 165% mod, actually I'm going to make the numbers easier on me. You add in a 200% bonus, you're now on 300%. That's additive. If you have two of them, you get that plus that, you're now on to 500%. That is additive. Multiplicative, you start at your base, okay? You have a multiplier offered to you. Now, this one, plus 200, you say, okay, so the effects where you go up to triple damage. So if you have a multiplier of 3 times higher damage, or a 200% bonus, no, 300% bonus, yeah. That gives you 300%. You do that again, you're now on to 900%. So in a single mod setup, when you have the plus 200% mod, you'll be like, okay, so my resource is 300%. So it's tripling it. But a second lot of 200% doesn't triple that, it just gets you to 500. Whereas if you triple and triple with multiplicative, it goes a lot higher. So a multiplicative bonus is better if it's got other things it might be competing with. Whereas if you have something that just says, increases damage to 200% of base. Increasing to 200% of base is another way of saying a 2 times multiplier, whereas a plus 200% additive gives you 300. So you really have to pay attention to the wording, and not just the wording, but also if the wording is wrong, you have to pay attention to those of us who take the time to test and see what the reality actually is. So usually multiplicative is better, but there is a big fat depends. But usually it's better. Usually. Yeah. Does multi-shot help? Like if 1/3 of your shot is non-crit or non-status, will that proc it? Yes. With this, actually, forgot to mention, thank you Bubble Wrap for bringing this up. This here isn't just on hit. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous to me. Not only does multi-shot matter, so if you fire 3 shots, one of them crits, one of them slashes, one of them does neither, that third one will give you the 400% damage, then one of them slashed. Now a slash proc can be a crit, but the damage from that slash proc is not a crit. And the damage from a slash proc is also not applying a status effect. So it's not as crit, it's not status, every tick of a slash proc will trigger this. I assume that's going to be the same with heat procs, toxin procs, electric procs, gas procs. I haven't checked them. I would assume it's the same. But enough to say that slash procs, as just one of the native things this was causing, was triggering this, even if the slash proc itself was also a crit. Overwhelming attrition is far better? Oh, that's an interesting claim when I just said it isn't. Okay. Cool. You're wrong. Unfortunately, because that's additive, this is multiplicative. Straight up. This is multiplying your damage on average by 11 times outside of crits. When you bring in crits, if you've got the base crit chance on here of 20 point something percent or 19.8%, something like that. Yeah, I think it's 19.8% base crit. Even after that, this is still just better. Whereas that one being additive, you want to have damage bonuses on your setup anyway. So additive means it just doesn't scale as well. Yes, this can be affected by the crit multiplier lot. There's a couple downsides to it. Firstly, if you get to 100% crit chance, this turns off. If for any reason you have 100% crit chance, this stops working. Anywhere below that, your status chance and crit chance are going to be competing against you. And so you need to make sure you also have loads of fire rate to compensate for that. Loads of fire rate, loads of multi-shot. So mostly you should be okay, so long as you don't hit 100% crit. You're not going to hit 100% status no matter how hard you try with this weapon. I don't think there's enough benefits out there for you to get that. You'll be fine on status, but the crit you do need to watch out for. Again, that means your Harrow, Adaza, Smeeta, your Jaya, your Zephyr, your Eurali, because this is a secondary, your Arcane Avenger, all of those will make this turn off if you were going for an otherwise crit build. But that is just dangerous, frankly. To push yourself towards crits and then just have it shut off on you. Feather the Crow, I've been elaborating throughout. If you open up the stream and miss the elaboration, exclamation mark replays, you'll grab the elaboration. Or wait for the video that comes out on it. I'm not refusing to elaborate, I'm refusing to repeat myself, Feather the Crow. It's your fault for coming here late. You know my schedule. That's on you. Alright, so yeah, this one, additive, limited, can break. This one, not additive, not as limited, can still break. Oh, fair enough, Feather. Fair enough. Alright. That'll be where we use the reply function, but anyway. Yeah, Harrow does have an absolute crit buff. It just means that these two features are absolutely terrified of said crit buff. Understandably, absolutely terrified. And this one operates when you're not using the Incarnon mode, which is just a bit odd to me. Because the Incarnon mode is all the rage. So let me show you how far we can go with that. Although, firstly, Jack Etch, thank you very much for your subscription with Prime for the second month, my dude. Cheers. Once again, re-upping your badge on the channel. You've got that bronze badge now as well, my dude. Third option works with DOTs. Both options work with DOTs. Or if you're saying third option works with DOTs because they proc it, I just said that earlier, but thanks.
Weapons with it.
Oh, fair enough, emissivity. So, yeah, I've been testing out the crits on this. These can go in the bin. We don't need them anymore. We don't need them. This is an AoE weapon, so Galvanized Shot is not going to work. If it does work, it's a bug. We're not going to use that. So instead, we can focus on all the other good stuff. I could go Fulmination, but honestly, tiny range, it's like Spear X. It's like an automatic Spear X, so we don't need that. We do want Primed Heated Charge. Because again, we can go for a Heat Viral build. Heat Viral is even more important on this one than it is on the Phenmor, because this has no slash on the automatic mode. Yeah, dots is damage over times. Your status procs. So yeah, we're going to go cracking on with that. Let's bring out the better viral mods, because we're going to have plenty of heat, so we can afford to use the better status mods. We can also grab the other heat one, although I've already run out of modding space. This is going to take some Former. So let's get started on that now. Up. There we go. Alright. Heat, give me that Scorch. I've gone and put the mod in the wrong slot again. Heat needs to go at the end. Ah. There we go. Viral at the start, heat at the end. There we go. That's better. And then we got 6 left over for whatever we put into this slot. Looking at it at the moment, I mean, obviously, good old, what's it? Expel mods, they're just going to work. I don't actually, well, that's not an expel mod. But yeah, Prime Expel Corrupted is the one I have. I don't think I actually have them for Grineer. No, I don't. Wow, okay. Man, I'm slacking. So yeah, I do need to still get those for the Grineer. That will be important. But we can skip that for now. It's not the biggest deal. The other thing that go into the slot here would be Anemic Agility. I know we've already got some fire rates here, but we can just get even more fire. We're going to have enough damage coming from Deadhead, Hornet Strike. Deadhead, that instead could also be Merciless. Either works, quite frankly. But yeah, Anemic Agility, just to really ramp up that fire rate. Because this can go absolutely bonkers with it. Where is it? There's our fire rate. It's on 10.67, yeah. Extra bit from Anemic Agility would be nice, but I need another former to fit that in here. There's no way I can fit it in currently. We'll work up to that, chat. Now, Pradeos, I've not finished doing my investigations on as yet. And I'll be honest, it's kind of saddening me. It's kind of saddening me. Let's have a look at what the Pradeos offers us, guys. Now remember, the evolution, the Incarnon mode on the primary gives you automatic, bottomless clip, high rate of fire, absolutely tearing into stuff. On the secondary, it gives you automatic, decent rate of fire, and it gives you an AoE, as well as more damage per shot than before. Pradeos, when you activate the Incarnon form, and it doesn't tell you here what it does, but I'll tell you, what it does is it improves your attack speed and range by a bit. That's it. It doesn't create like waves of force, it doesn't add in huge combo effects or whatnot, it gives you a bit more attack speed, quite a bit more frankly, but a bit more attack speed and a bit more range. I say, oh. Wait, oh. Zero fee, which one? Said third option on last Evo, of which, sorry. Well, let's have a look at what else we got then. We've got on the first evolution, second evolution. Now, granted, these are a bit weak on the others as well. Increased slam radius. Slams aren't that big of a deal, quite frankly, because slam attack damage is loads, but the slam radius damage is nothing. Look at this. Slam attack, if you hit, great. The radius, no. No, just skip that. Don't, no. Just no. Just no. Who cares about 200 damage in a radius? No. Whirling Fury. Hey, extra attack speed. Cool. It's gonna stack with mods. I checked this, so it's additive to mods again, so it's plus 20%. Or we can have something you're not normally using, and therefore you get the full benefit from extra sprint speed, extra slide. So you're going faster, you're going further. Basically, you're kind of a mini Nezha at this point. And I'll take a mini Nezha over a little bit more modded attack speed. But yeah. Sorry, Gwyn, let me bring this up here. Your only comments on this were overwhelming attrition is far better, and then you followed up with a few minutes later, it wouldn't matter what I say at this point, everybody would be against it, lol. Gwyn, do yourself a favour, okay? When you think you know something, check you actually know the truth. Because I've been doing this research here today. Check it. When people turn against you and say, no, you're wrong, here's why, your first response to that shouldn't be, it wouldn't matter what I say. Your first response should be, oh, I thought it worked differently. Let me go check what I'm saying. Let me go look into that. Or, oh, sorry, I was wrong. Not, wouldn't matter what I say at this point. Okay? Do better than that. Or don't come back, because quite frankly, this is a channel about people who are solving practical problems, not creating them. Thank you. Moving on from that person. Yeah, so I like the mini Nezha on this one. But you can take your pick there, just don't pick the slam one. Unless you're trying to build a little bit of combo in the worst ways possible, just skip that one. These two are your go-tos. Are these softwares giving a better moving buff than Telus Bolt Ace? We'll get to that, Gektich. We'll get to that, don't you worry. Cosmo, yeah, you're a subscriber, so links are allowed in the chat there. I'm going to take your word on it, though. If you've got a clip of Laetum affecting other weapons, then I'll take your word on that one. Because I haven't checked it, and you've gone and researched it. I trust you. Oh, it's an Imgur link. Hey, great, I don't have to open up a full video website. That's even better. Let me just have a look there. Skip ahead to the bit where we're not inside of the arsenal. And yeah, Kuvas are firing but not using shots. Okay, interesting. Oh. They might fix that, they might not. I'll see if we can find out if that's a bug or not. Research trumps all? Yeah. Alright, so on these ones, Evolution 3, we've got for each enemy hit by slam radius, gain 4 combo counts. Now this is obviously trying to synergize with the slam radius stuff. It's like, hey, you can get more combo by slamming. But, why? Why would we spend 2 evolution stuff on trying to gain combo that way when we can just gain combo by just hitting enemies? They're Tonfas. Tonfas with Sovereign Outcast, you get a lot of hits in. They do not struggle for combo, believe you me. So that just seems like it's solving a problem that doesn't exist on that one. Yeah. This one, plus 15 initial combo. It doesn't even get you to the next tier. It's 20 combo per tier. 20. So plus 15, it's not doing a lot. You can, of course, put that with Corrupt Charge to give yourself... I think that'll get you on to the next multiplier up. I'm sorry, that's just... Oh, no. Plus 15. Not even plus 20. Come on. If you have to use another mod to make this actually worthwhile... No. No, do better. Take the plus 15 3 times on the next one and Corrupt Charge. Yeah, you can pop Incarnon whenever, Mr. Batman, with that. Here's the problem with that, though, is that you're investing a load of stuff just to pop Incarnon that little bit faster, and again, it's really not that difficult to get in combo with these. It's really not. If you need to pop, or want to pop the Incarnon on these, you're already getting enough combo. It's not good, but you're lazy. Oh, well, okay, if you're lazy, you're lazy. Emissivity, cheers. Hello, Infinite Mind. I'm doing alright, thank you. Hope you're doing well yourself. But yeah, as I mentioned earlier, the evolution on this, the Incarnon mode, it gives you a bit more attack speed, a decent amount, but a bit more attack speed and a bit more range. It's not exactly a game changer, and certainly not worth investing so many steps in. Instead, slide attack range, if you're making slide attacks, that can come in handy. Slide attacks, unlike radials, slide attacks actually get some work done. So if you've gone for the bonus to slide, to get into the enemies quicker, and then you've got the slide attack range, then you can get some actual work done. This just disappoints me. Make it plus 20, I'd care more, but plus 15 is just no. And that is just stacking onto stuff that the weapon just doesn't need. It is only Evolution 3, we're not expecting the world from them, but of these, them two are just too disappointing for me to not take this one. Not that this is that positive, it's the others are just that negative, frankly. Do I prefer black or green tea? Black tea, yeah. What element do I suggest for Apollo Disruption? Apollo Disruption, you're up against the Corpus, so it depends on if you are using an armor strip build or not. Toxin will help you get through a lot of enemies, but the armor on most of the Demolishers, not all of them, but most of them, will be weak to Radiation, as one that only has flesh. So yeah, Radiation, Toxin, those are your kind of focuses there. Which, fun fact, you can do both at the same time. Alright, Evolution 4, guys. Evolution 4, we have got plus 30% parkour velocity, increased double jump strength by 100%, and we've got Swift Transmute, reach 3 times combo and heavy attack to get the Incarnon form. So, Incarnon form, you can activate it on 5 times combo, and because it's a heavy attack, you lose your combo. You no longer have combo efficiency through Xeneric, so unless you mod for it, it's just gone. But then you just move on from there. It lasts for 90 seconds, can't be refreshed, so you just kind of roll with it. This means that you lose less combo and activation only by if you have that little combo in the first place. If you already got to 5 or higher combo, this has done you absolutely nothing. All this does is make it where you can activate it slightly sooner, throwing away slightly less combo on a weapon which, as I've said like 20 times now, is pretty good at gaining combo in the first place. So yeah, this one's not huge. It is quality of life, but it's not a big one for me. Again, quality of life, but if you are a regular on this channel, you know how much I love Yeet. The ability to just send yourself across the map is brilliant. I haven't tested exactly how strong this is yet. I ran out of time testing because I needed to eat before stream, so I can keep chatting and not become cranky. But yeah, Yeet is always fun. This, however, increased double jump strength by 100%. Now, when you see a particle velocity of only 30%, double jump 100%, you're like, oh, that's going to be great, isn't it? Yeah, how big is that going to be? Yeah, it's only on the double jumps, but it must be huge then. No. No. A normal double jump, if you put a waypoint on the ground beneath your feet, it'll say it's 2 meters away from you, okay? When you double jump whilst looking at that waypoint, you'll see it go up to 5 meters away from you. So that's a 3-meter double jump. With Vaulting Leap activated, instead of a 3-meter double jump, it becomes a 5-meter double jump. Woo! 5 meters! Wow! So high off the ground, a single bullet jump with no bonuses whatsoever is actually closer to like, what, 12 meters? So, yeah. It's going to give you a 2-meter benefit. 2 meters. Does the velocity stack with the mod for jump velocity? Probably would, TN. But really, if you're modding into double jumps rather than bullet jumps, I do wonder what you're doing in this game. Quite frankly. Because bullet jumps are parkour. So this benefits bullet jumps, this benefits rolling, and this benefits all parkour aside from a double jump. So, yeah, quality of life if you really want it, but honestly it's not that big of a deal. Especially if you're doing anything to try and invest into gaining extra combo already, why would you use it? And the most pathetic bonus I've ever seen that we actually have to select. Not a passive just thrown in there, one we actually select. No, we're taking this one. If you want to use that one, that's fine. But don't use the third one, guys. Please don't. Arc Velocity is half an Arcane Energize. Arcane Consequence. Yeah, Arcane Consequence and this come together to just give you even more Yeet. They'll probably be additive with each other. It's kind of hard to measure bullet jump velocity adjustments, but yeah. But must say, I like playing with these as running around as stat stick. The ammo pickup stuff on tier 5 makes it kind of nice. I'm mostly using gun melee. Yeah, we're just getting to the Evo 5, but yeah, this is moving towards that kind of a feeling. The ones I've selected here, we've got sprint, slide, and parkour velocity. We're kind of focusing on those stuff here already, aren't we? So, on these. On slide kill, plus 50% heavy attack efficiency for 30 seconds. Okay. Now, if you use this, you get yourself that heavy attack efficiency. That means that when you activate your evolution form, you're only using a half your combo. So that is useful. That is useful to have. I'm not going to be heavy attacking all that much, so it is pretty much just that once every 1.5 minute activation of the Incarnon mode. It's not really that huge, and it is a slide kill. Luckily, slide attack range bonus can help out on that, but yeah, it's not huge. Argenigil, no space on the exclamation mark there. This one, plus 100% heavy attack wind-up speed. Oh. If you're going for a heavy attack build, you're going to have heavy attack wind-up available to you. You just are. If you're using this to make it slightly faster for that Incarnon mode activation, I don't see it really doing that much for you to be worth taking up your Evo 5 slots, so I wouldn't go for this one, guys. Universal Readiness. Collecting ammo grants 5 melee combo counter. Now this really does do exactly what it says on the tin. If you pick up ammo for any reason, for your primary or secondary, then you gain combo. It doesn't count how much ammo, it's just per instance of ammo you pick up. Per instance. So if you're running around with a Brammer, you fire a shot, pick up an ammo straight away, this triggers. Now this is important beyond just the combo. It's beyond, well, just beyond that. And they didn't really want melee except Glaive Prime to be good. I think it's more just Glaive Prime is good because AoE. They've left AoE in a very powerful spot, Jody. But you're right as well. This could have more. But this, it doesn't just give you 5 combo. Like with any other source of combo, when you gain the combo, it resets your combo meter as well. So you fire your Brammer shot, you gain 5 combo. You fire your next Brammer shot and pick up another bit of ammo, you gain another 5 combo, and it's still resetting the combo meter each time as well. So your combo can climb and climb and climb, especially if you are using ways of increasing your combo duration. So say if you are using secondary dexterity, if you're using drifting contact, if you're using the appropriate aura, which I've forgotten the name of, that kind of stuff. And again, if you're using Naramon to reduce how quickly it goes down as well, by only losing 5 a time, this actually starts to make a bit of sense. It does require a bit of investment. If you've not got combo assisting you on that, well, firstly, any combo weapon feels terrible in the first place. But secondly, it means that this probably won't do all that much. But even if you have got a short combo window, this there, giving you a chance to save it, that actually helps out. So heavy attack efficiency can come in handy to not lose your combo every time you activate the Incarnon mode. You go, say, if you are already at 12 times, you go down to 6. You know what? That's kind of useful. This one, no. And then this one, it's more of a support. Just a little extra to help keep things going. Of the two of them, I'll be honest, because we're forced to heavy attack for the Incarnon mode, I might actually go for this one. Yeah, I'll go for this one, honestly. Because as nice as that is, I'm at a stage in the game where I can keep up my combo if I want combo. But if you are mid-game, so you've got some combo support but not a lot, I'd say go that one, yeah. Well, you can't use this with Glaive Prime, Gunhawk, because this is not Glaive Prime. That does limit you there. But yeah, the Pradeos does act a bit stat sticky in that regard. It's more of a character stat stick than an ability stat stick, although you can use it for both, but yeah. It's a bit of an odd one. Desmay is saying, just started Warframe, wanted to know which frame I should get. You've got Wukong Prime, Nidus Prime, Necros, and Vault. Okay, so Wukong, you've got a nice all-rounder for speed and stealth, as well as having a damage support on your weaponry. Nidus Prime, you've got some crowd control. Necros, you've got some looting. Vault, you've got a decent all-rounder, speed and damage application. What you haven't got is a nice clear damage dealer from that, and damage support. So you could go for Rhino. Rhino's a nice easy one to pick up. Rhino you get from Venus, the assassination mission there. He's got a major damage support ability, a very good tank ability as well. He's a good early game frame to pick up. Another one would be Gara from the Plains of Eidolon Bounties. You get Gara there. She's got an impressive set of damage abilities, crowd control, and also damage protection, so damage resistance. Whatever you want to call it. Damage reduction, I suppose, is a normal term. So yeah, Gara and Rhino will be the next two I'd recommend going towards their Decimator. Those two can do you quite well at your early stage. And they would complement the rest of what you've got there. Should you use Enraged on Valkyria? I'm not actually familiar with Enraged, sorry, Shaq. So I couldn't give you advice off the hook on that one, offhand. Let me have a quick peek. Do I have a squad chat? Yes, I have. Enraged. Hysteria Orbit. Damage increase by 200%, crit by 200%, Hysteria lasts 15 seconds, receives a matching cooldown. I've looked at this Orbit before, now I'm kind of gone, I don't know if I want a cooldown. So, I don't know. Give it a try, see how it feels for you. It's one of those ones where I guess it more matters about your playstyle, rather than is it good or is it bad. That's a playstyle one, I'd say. So, see how it feels for you, Shaq. See how it feels for you. Alrighty, so going through the Evo, what I can basically take away from the Pradeos, looking through these bits here, is that it actually doesn't really matter what we've set up there to our modding. We're just using normal modding. Unlike the Laetum, which went, yo, don't use crits, and unlike the Phenmor, which went, yo, don't use crits, Pradeos just says, yeah. If you get a slide kill, you can then do heavy attacks at max efficiency with just a single mod. That could be nice, but usually if you're going for heavy attacks, you're not going to be focusing on slide kills, really. So, in terms of meleeing then, Sovereign Outcast, obviously the stance we want on here, it's just so much better than the other Tonfa stances, which is why, which is why it's so infuriating that it's the wrong bloody polarity. God damn you, DE. Why you do this to us again? Why? But yeah, I'm looking at the Pradeos, and to me, honestly, just a standard go-to build for, go for your crits, not the drifting contact stuff, blah, 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 that was for testing earlier. Crits, status, that kind of stuff, it just kind of works the work. We do have to take into account that it's only got a 20% base crit chance. I do want to compare this to the Cronin. So the Cronin stats, it's got more slash, in fact just more damage, it's got more crit, more status. Yeah. The Cronin is better in that regard, however, the Pradeos does have a higher attack speed and range when you activate the Incarnon mode. So it could balance out that way. It's going to be a faster but weaker Cronin, the way to look at it. Faster but weaker. More everything. I know, when you see greens across the board, it is kind of telling, isn't it? Of note as well is that both the Cronin and Pradeos, very interesting of the Tonfas, both of them also give you a bonus to bullet jump. Both of them give you a bonus to bullet jump. Let's take this equipment as is, straight into a mission, just so I can demonstrate what I mean for you. Let's just go to the Exterminate. I know I've not been in a mission for like 50 minutes, so I want to do that now. Space Gate, it just has a lot of damage on the heavy attack. So, Corpus, stay over there and don't give me any issue right now. I'm testing. Yeah, if we do that there, you see it's 2 meters below us. So, when I jump up and it goes to 5 meters, we know we've jumped up 3 meters. Pure and simple, right? If I bullet jump up... Oh, no, there's not enough clearance here. God damn it. If I bullet jump up, see... I just got to 20 meters. Now, if we bring out the Pradeos as well, 21. I actually hit the ceiling. Have I got enough clearance for all this? Anywhere here? Okay, there we go. That's enough clearance. Yeah, Pradeos out. Oh, sorry, Phenmor out. I reached 20 meters. You see that? Just about reaches 20 meters. But with the melee out, we get to 22. So what's happening there also happens with the Cronin. The Cronin Prime and the Pradeos, both of them, give you a couple extra meters on your bullet jump straight up. Just a couple extra meters. It's not really that big of a deal. Oh, okay, I said go away. It's not that big of a deal, but it does help out. And then, if you were to use the Telus Bolt Ace, wow, that, compared to the Cronin Prime, also gives you quite a boost. Now, I have got the 30% bonus to parkour velocity here from the Pradeos, so that's why I'm going quite a bit higher than you might be used to yourself. And for that reason, the Pradeos is actually going to be useful to you if you're doing Void Flood, because you need to bullet jump around that mission. Being able to bullet jump that bit higher, that bit faster, that bit harder is going to make you more effective. Yeah, the Telus Bolt Ace has better buffs, Zom, but the Cronin Prime has a buff as well. It's just not as strong. And then the Pradeos has the same buff as the Cronin Prime built in, and then more available to it. Don't pick the double jump. The double jump is terrible. Just don't do that. Some lo-fi? Yeah, we can switch to some lo-fi for a bit. Let's switch to some lo-fi for a bit. Up. I'll turn up the volume on that ever so slightly because lo-fi is a bit quieter. Oh, guys, I've just had a message. Oh, and I've just had a message which you lot want to hear. All right. I've been waiting to give this information to y'all. I've been waiting to be able to tell you this. So, if you are here in the chat at the moment, and there's 150 of you, I've got some very, very, very good news for you. It's bad news for someone else, but, you know, something tells me you're not going to feel sorry for them. If you remember, during the stream on Saturday, the sponsor stream, I was doing some giveaways of 150 platinum. The thing is, strangely enough, of those people who won, 3 of them didn't actually get in touch. 3 of them didn't claim the platinum. I've just had confirmation that I can do a redraw, give that away to someone else, which means you guys here can have a chance at that. So what I'm going to do in this very same giveaway that is happening throughout this stream, which would normally be a 75 plat giveaway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw 4 names. Not 1, 4 names. In that draw then, the first 3 names, all 3 of you will be able to have 150 platinum, and the 4th one, you'll get the 75 platinum you already thought you were signing up for when you hit exclamation mark ticket earlier on in the stream. It's not a commiseration, it's the same, it's just there's also more available now. I'm going to be really upset if you do not respond, if you win this time around. In fact, I might even go so far as to just ban if you don't respond to this one, because quite frankly it's insulting. But yeah, 3 people didn't want a reward, so I'm going to give it to you guys. Parma Farmer saying, can I draw your name 4 times? You know what, Parma Farmer? If it were possible to draw it 4 times from the same giveaway, I still wouldn't just do that for you, no. I'm sorry, we're not like that. If I could give it to the same person 4 times over, obviously I'd be giving it to Beard for being an absolutely astounding moderator. Totes. Imagine if they didn't claim the Gyre Pack. Oh, I know, Cosmo. I know. I'm very thankful that that one did get claimed. So both the Gyre Pack and one of the 150 plats was claimed. But the other 350 plats were not claimed, no. So, yeah. Weird one on that. Too bad it's not the pack. Though I'm kind of glad that someone actually took the pack that was offered, you know? It would have been a bit insulting to the extreme to both myself and to DE to not do that. But yeah, in the end, it all turned out fine. And this is what I'm talking about combo is not difficult to get with these weapons. I am just messing around with a couple of enemies here, and oh, look at that, we got the combo. There we go. I now have 90 seconds of this Incarnon form. Give me enemies to murder. How much time for winner to reveal? So, the way I operate with my giveaways is that you have got 24 hours to claim a prize if you have won. If you do not respond within 24 hours, then I will open it up to other people, basically. Obviously, I don't stream every single day, so sometimes technically you do end up with more time to respond. But 24 hours gives me that window to say, look, this person isn't responding and this draw needs to happen. I need to pass along the details to whoever's handling it, so tough. Someone else gets it. Yeah, 24 hours. If you don't respond within 24 hours to say, yeah, thanks, yes, please, me, I want it, then I'll give it to someone else. No time for people who don't actually want to claim the rewards that they have earned. Yeah, the bot was really struggling on that day as well, wasn't it? The bot did, in the end, actually record all the tickets, to my surprise. It stopped responding, but it was still listening. As in, Vid stopped typing in the chat, but he was still writing down every name of everyone who entered. How does Twitch messaging work? So if you type, I think you should be able to type in the chat, /user, and then the Kengineer, it'll bring up a mini profile, and you can easily just go to chatting from there. If you just do /user and then the Kengineer, that allows you to actually reach out to me, or whichever account you want to do that with. I find that's easier than finding where Twitch is hiding the new message system, to be honest. It's quite possible, Mythic Spirit. It's quite possible, yeah. I'm about to get spammed? Nah, if someone wants to spam me, I'll just ban them. If you want to be a dick an intentional dick, not even slightly, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize it was a bad thing. If you intentionally be a dick to me, fine, I'll just ban you and block you. I ain't got time for that. I'm trying to entertain 160 of you right now. I don't need someone else coming along being a dick. See what I mean? Rule 1. We got it for a reason. So yeah, I don't worry about being spammed. Not here, not on Discord, because I know at the end of the day I can just block whoever feels they're having a fun time and then they're just gone. I don't care again. Same happens over on YouTube. From time to time someone will go through the comments, spam replying negative stuff to people. They suddenly find that no one's responding to them because they're shadow banned. Act like a dick to my community? I will just get rid of beaks. I ain't got a problem with banning someone who's not right for this community. I know there's other creators out there, like, I can't just ban people, like, you know, they're just trying to, you know, engage and whatnot. I'm like, no, that's not how it works. I don't want nasty people. You guys don't want nasty people either, so it works out. I have a viral properly, that'd be nice. There we go. Just one viral proc, that's all I need. How do I do so much damage so fast? Because F-King, I'm good at this game. And also we did just build up these weapons for a while. How to get permission on the Discord? Ragnos, what permission are you looking for? I don't know why I'm still attacking this, it's a corpse now. When is Gift Alerts getting done? After this mission, because I completely forgot it existed. Snake Raider, thank you for the reminder. Yeah, after this mission. Exactly, Diddy, yeah. Also, Diddy, with the 25 bits, thank you very much, appreciate it. Almost didn't notice that there, thank you. A fun fact, the bot doesn't actually trigger for under 100 bits, just to prevent spam, unfortunately. How is the Pradeos? It's comparable to the Cronin. It is faster, with more range, and some stat stick riders, but it has less actual crit capability and damage. So it seems more like an all-rounder Cronin Prime, a support Cronin. What's the point of a YouTube shadow ban? Because if I outright ban someone from the YouTube comments, what happens then is that they create a new account to keep spamming me. Whereas if they're shadow banned, they don't even know it's happened. And they'll take their horrible nature somewhere else because they realise they get no responses. I use shadow bans to deal with people who are trying to be a problem. Where are these things coming from? And yo, Futsa! To rule number 1. Thank you very much indeed. I appreciate the consideration of rule number 1 there. And cheers on the 4 months. Oh. And Daddy, Diddy, I've gone done it. Diddy Bakuman, thank you very much for the 75 bits. Appreciate it. Meant to send 100? Well, you got the 100 anyway. You got there. Appreciate it, my dude. Met with the amp. Oh, 777 and Virtuous Shadow. So Virtuous Shadow, when you land a headshot, it improves your crits. And then in the first phase, I activated Void Strike, which increases my damage tenfold. Or is it 11-fold? Actually, it's 11-fold, isn't it? It's 1000% bonus. So yeah, 777, Virtuous Shadow, and Maduro Void Strike to just absolutely wreck face. Also, I am in the basic Exterminate, so this is lower level than the bounties. Does Twitch have shadow bans? Not to my knowledge, no. At least not stream side shadow bans. Twitch might shadow ban users, but the way Twitch acts, I feel like they just ban people and call it a day. Shadow bans exist on Reddit, they exist on YouTube, they don't exist on, Discord, and I don't think they exist on Twitch. Yeah. We're nearly through this mission, nearly. We demonstrated the bullet jump in, we're seeing the weapons in action. Let's switch over to Laetum for a bit. Automatic fire! Oh, was that an Xmas unit? Oh, I didn't even notice. Oh, he just kind of died. Does Shadow work on the Angels? Which Shadow? A Virtuous Shadow, yes. Because I've seen it procking. So yeah, this is kind of an effective gun. In case you haven't noticed it yet, it's kind of nasty. Shadowman the Angels. No, I just killed them. Be very glad. Trolls and other unwelcome types, be very glad that I do not treat you like a Void Angel. I do not chase you across planes of existence to kill you. How often do I have to shadowban people? About once a month. Only about once a month. Don't know all the angels? Or should I just not read that comment, actually? But yeah, I read that one. Pumper Stump. Without knowing exactly what scenario you're looking at, I couldn't tell you why you're getting more damage from Zephyr's electric procs. Don't forget that electric procs are AoE, and also that Zephyr does more damage when airborne because she enhances her crits from every weapon. So it could be to do with that. It could be that you're missing the AoE, striking the tornado, striking all the enemies at the same time. Anything along that line could work. Very quickly, guys, for the operator bit, to show why this amp is absolutely god tier at the moment. Yeah, Virtuous Shadow on headshot, I get extra crit chance. And obviously crit chance means more crit damage, means more blap. Just more blapper. When we're talking a 58% crit chance already, adding that on top, oh, oh. And whilst it's a 40% chance on headshot, we've got a 12 fire rate. That's procking. That's definitely procking. Imagine writing a comment getting a glaive prime thrown at you. I mean, given I am a Lavos main, it would probably be just I press 4 in your general direction. Thanks to friendly fire not being gone, I only hurt the people who need to be hurt. He's good. Yeah, 777. The secondary fire of the 777 isn't necessary for any of this new content. But what I actually do sometimes is that once you get the Thraxes into the ghostly stage, they start doing that twirl up and they're invulnerable during that time. Switch to operator, do the secondary fire underneath them. So give it just a moment, do the secondary fire, and then just walk away. As I showed in the most recent video, that kills them. What's the appeal of Lavos? The appeal of Lavos is much higher on PC because of the way our inputs work. Because on console, you've got to do a lot more jiggling to work with the different inputs for him. Here, I just hold down 4 whilst I'm casting my 4, and I have now put heat ready for the next cast of whatever I'm doing. So Lavos is just far less clunky on PC than it is on console. That's a huge part of it. And then otherwise, all the things you might want to love about him are quite lovable. Right, chat! We've min-maxed the ever-loving hell out of these new weapons. We know exactly where we're building for them. We know exactly how to make them amazing. Let's go do some alerts. And if you want to join me on that, !join in the chat. That gives you the information as to how to send me a message. But send me a message here in-game, the Kengineer. I'll bring you into the squad. We are going to go and do those alerts. We're going to get some shiny, shiny bits and pieces, guys. And I'm going to get through those requests to frames now. Starting with Snake Raider's request for some Umbra action. Let's grab Umbra. Let's grab good old Umbra. Yeah, it's a tanky build. It's good. It's fine. Zom! Let's bring in Zom. Let's bring in Zom. Have I used controller before? Not on Warframe, no. Not on Warframe. The last time I really used controllery stuff was a long time ago. I'm a PC gamer through and through. I have an Xbox 360 gathering dust in the next room over, and that's about it. Malum, cheers. Virtuous Shadow Overstrike. Let me just bring that up again. I'll this way. So, with that, with the amps, you could go for Virtuous Strike, fully ranked, on crit, which you're going to get soon enough, probably, but it's less reliable, but you'll get there. You gain 60% crit damage. But the thing is, you still need your crit chance to land the crit damage anyway. It's kind of, you're waiting for a proper crit to happen, waited for this to proc, and then you get the crit damage. Whereas with Virtuous Shadow here, it's more reliable. You just hit the headshots rather than waiting on a crit to proc first and then proc the proc. And 60% crit chance ends up working out just about in its favour. Part of that is because as well of crit damage headshots, or critical headshots. When you get a critical headshot on most enemies, you double up the multiplier, the crit damage multiplier. So more crit chance usually ends up being better overall. The same is true of the Eidolons, they just take double damage from crits, so more crit chance is usually better overall there too. So as a go-to, if you're going to pick up any of them, Virtuous Shadow is just generally better. It is just generally better. So yeah. Worth mentioning, Warframe fully supports keyboard and mouse on consoles. Oh, fair do. Fair do. Alright then, we've got Zombie Squad. Anyone else want to join in on these bits and pieces here? Anyone else want to join in on the alerts? We're going to be starting off with the Umbral Form 1, so a nice lovely survival mission to get started with. Can 777 hit headshots on Gary and Harry, or do you use a gun? You can hit headshots on them. I think it takes a bit of skill to line it up correctly, a bit of getting used to it, or you can just, you know, void dash. But yeah, you can hit headshots to trigger it there too. You can absolutely hit that. How long is this alert, Chuckadiga? This one is... That's a good question. This one's up for the next 2 weeks. So yeah, this one's only up for a week, but these 3 are up for 2 weeks. So all of them are available to you. You'll have time, don't you worry on that. It's not a rush. I mean, that works, Mr. Badman. That absolutely works, yeah. I use the 777 as an overall amp because it just kind of handles everything. Yeah. You might have different alerts on other consoles, yeah. This is what we got on PC. Can you still void sling backwards? I don't think you can void sling backwards. You do have to turn your camera around, yeah. Alright. Zomp looks like it's you and me. We don't need randoms. We don't need randos. Zom and I, we got this. Nezra and Umbra, name a better duo. Okay, don't. There's loads of them. There's loads. Don't use Umbra. Oh, is it the same on consoles? Oh, fair enough. Honestly, as much as I try to balance stuff between when I talk about PC and when I talk about consoles, at the end of the day, I'm not a console player. So,
Your job is to
some information will not transfer over. Best I can do for you. Oh, look at that bullet jump though. See, that's a nice bit of support. That bit of yeet. This isn't an arcane. This is just support, weapon doing support stuff. You see, we don't really need to worry about the Incarnon form here because the enemies are just dying so damn quickly. But if I really want to, it's not going to be long before I have it. Heavy attack. There we go. And because of the efficiency, I barely lost any combo for doing so as well. So we're Gucci. Let's murder some faces. Oh, I see, Chocolate. I see. You want to challenge my yeet capability, do you? You want to challenge what I can get up to when yeet is on the table? Is that really the road you want to go down? Of course it is. You want to see how hilariously big I can take, right? We might do that in a bit. Ooh, got a tinnitus in my ear. That is not fun. Does it work as passive if not in hand? Yeah. So if I just pop here for demonstration, you see 2 meters, jump. This is with melee in hand, 43. And now gun in hand, 40. And that 2 meters is from the, what's it, Tom for passive, not from the parkour velocity passive. So yeah, it's functionally the same, barring like 2.5-ish meters. I did, however, throw away my combo to do that, so... Oh yeah, because I've not got the dexterity arcanes on. Whoops! Well, we've done enough meleeing. Let's switch to gun. Let's get a few headshots. And this is where that projectile velocity really helps me out. Okay, it doesn't need it there. because it makes it that bit easier to snipe the headshots on targets at a little bit more distance. If I can aim. Burn and burn and burn. Burn them all down with the rapid fire. Oh, you gotta love it. Yeah, gotta love it. Let's give myself a bit of healing real quickly. Yeah. Oh, is that so, Chocodika? I mean, I'm only using some stuff I could use right now. We've already seen just how far I can take it. I do appreciate, with these Incarnon weapons, the primary and secondary, that it's charge-based, not time-based. Which means that if I stop firing and move to another area, I've still got the charge I stopped with. I really do like that feature of these. Excuse me, that was rude. The one time I don't have Prime Sure-Footed equipped, they do that. Honestly. Just grab a few quick headshots, don't mind if I do. You and you and you and you. Would like a couple more. That'll do. Full power to the gun. It kind of gets some work done. You're afraid they're going to nerf the guns? If DE turn around and nerf some non-major AoE zoom and boom weapons that have recently been released and are supposed to be the big new thing, the whole update, you think how far through the game you have to be to get these? I'm not scared of them nerfing them, no. I am absolutely not scared of them nerfing these weapons. You have to go through all of the quests that get you to the new war, then do the new war, which is itself hours long, then you have to do Angels of Zaran, then you have to unlock your way through the Syndicate to get these weapons. If they nerf that, they're really not paying attention to the game. Quite frankly. Haha, you missed me. Actually dodging grapples. Up. Punch through. Yeah, they're dead. Oh yeah, I forget they're tradable. Are they tradable with no requirements? Or is there any requirement like New War behind them? Because if there's no requirement, then yeah, DE missing a step there, I think. Plus the ML10, yeah. When you consider this is a machine gun, not a rocket launcher, you know, someone with a Tsar, a Brahma, Envoy, Ogress, they'll be outstripping me for damage. No, you can't get the headshots from the corpses, no. Yeah, these weapons do not need nerfing. They're not overpowered by any stretch of the imagination. If anything, they're more conducive to a more multiplayer-friendly meta because they're not massive eyesores. They reward you for aiming, which, believe it or not, is a good thing to reward in a game. And they allow everyone to engage their own group of enemies, because look at the kill rate I'm doing here. If I was using the Glaive or the Envoy, I would be absolutely shredding this place in comparison. This is very slow killing, just because I'm having to retarget all the time. Just headshot hits to gain charge. If I turn this off right now... Okay, can I have someone that doesn't die straight away, please? Is there an Xmas? Nope. You? Nope. Okay, well, it would be just on hits, but I'm too good at the game, sorry. I would demonstrate it more, but you know. Let's switch to the secondary now. Let's do the secondary side of this. So, again, oop, don't die. Headshots are order of the day. And you see here... okay, nope, they're dying too quick. Is it worth picking up the 2% crit chance? No, in fact you want the opposite. You want to drop the crits. So you got to watch out on this. There is the AoE explosion, so you can stagger yourself with it. You need stagger immunity, or just be careful where you're firing with this weapon. The Laetum can definitely get some work done with its AoE damage. As you see, it's not messing around. I mean, these are low levels, granted. They ain't gonna mess around. Get off me. We try this out on some higher levels in a bit. You'll see just how far we can take this. Reload. Ah. Ah. Thank you. Did I read your Warframe pick? It's going to be further down the list, Chocodika, but we'll get there. We'll get there. My screen isn't infinite, so I have got it. It's just showing me the top 2 picks, or top 2 requests at any one time. Yeah, the crit chance is not worth picking up. Do not pick up crit chance on the primary and secondary. Once you get to Evo 5, you'll realise that they are actually detrimental to your build. I will be doing a video on this. How's my Excalibur build? It's lazy. It's just, give me a bit of tank, give me some just overall stuff, and stop making me use Excalibur Prime. Excalibur Umbra already. I'm not an Excal player. Do not want him, please. Stop. Yo, Realed, subscribing now. You're on 8 months? Blimey, it feels like just yesterday you got here, dude. Thank you very much for subscribing for your 8th month. Cheers. Appreciate it. It's fine with these things one-shotting stuff, because they're either single target in the Phenmor's case, or tiny AoE in the Laetum's case. Tiny AoE no slash, I might add. Which means that in endurance runs, for example, these weapons will definitely fall off. How long have I been playing the game? Oh, a few years now. A few years. How many exactly? I'm not entirely sure, I'll be honest with you. But a few years. Alright, to wrap up the last minute of this operator. Oh god, I lose my enemy radar. I forgot about that. How did you keep doing that when I had your turret in? Flap. This is on. I'm trying to flap. Yep, we got operator. I've got 1050 health. I've got 350 shields. I can literally go operator gameplay these days. No meme. Only thing I'm missing is the enemy radar. I'd love that. You know how Naramon is supposedly know thy enemy playstyle? Enemy radar. That's know your enemy, surely. Why don't we have that? I'm not even on Naramon right now, but that's the point I'm making.
When you need it, extraction is ready.
Alright, we can leave. I'm just gonna slash that guy. Let's get out of here. News, Angels Assignment ARG rewards. Oh yeah, that's the glyph. There might be adding more, but yeah, it's mostly the glyph. Do I see the new Amp Arcane Eternal Eradicate be worth picking up? I haven't looked too far into the Arcane so far, just because to properly use them, I need to get them fully ranked. So I haven't looked too much in the Arcane so far, sorry. Armor's great for solo index, does all the job for you. I mean, you can get Wukong, who's just better. Like, just better in every way. Hey, Umbral Farmer acquired. Let's get that one building, chat. Let's get that one building right now. Oh, and a normal Farmer. Oh, why not? What's this take? One Farmer and some stuff. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. How do I like Void Sting? I'm getting used to it, honestly. I'm fine with it. How do I think about the new Operator Shields? I'm actually very surprised he added Operator Shields. I am more surprised, even on top of that, that they added in Operator Shields in a hotfix after the big Operator rework. I'm not sure if that was just kind of on the side and it was ready to be included if they felt it needed. Maybe there was some factional discussion over at DE. Some were like, oh, we should. Some were like, no, we don't need it. And then on release, they went, oh, wait, yeah, no, the guys who said we need it are right. Fair enough, Zom. We'll see you in a sec. All right, we'll bring in Zers as well. Zom, I'm going to send you an invite just for when you're ready. But yeah, I'm very surprised that they added in the shields and as a hotfix, no less. But hey, you know what? We'll take it. It's the shields. There was a buff to the health and armor. There's a buff to general survivability in a few different ways for the operator. So I'll take it. I'll take it. So we've had enemy radar as an operator. It's a bug. If you've ever had it, it's a bug. Because they're not supposed to benefit from any kind of Warframe bonuses. So yeah, bug. Quite cheap? What's quite cheap? I think I missed a bit. I think I missed a bit. Do I think if they increase the range of Void Sling to compensate for the slow cast time, people would like it? I think people will like it if they stop wallowing in yesterday, as it were. Going, oh, but Void Dash, Void Dash, Void Dash. Like, okay, I get it, I get it, I get it. People, and not everyone, many people would prefer the old Void Dash. I get it. It's gone, okay? If you want to complain to DE, complain to DE. Now maybe try and get used to the system that exists. See what works for it, honestly. Jesus. It is a little bit tiring. Every time someone sees an operator, they go, do you like Void Thing? Because I don't. Okay, yeah. I heard you. I heard Reddit. I heard Twitter. I heard everyone. I'm just trying to enjoy the game here. Bruh, get good. Like, even before the operator hotfix, I was given a random loadout Steel Path Zaraman mission. Got through it just fine. Seems to me that maybe people just need to get good, quite frankly. If I sound a bit callous at that, I am intentionally being a bit callous at that. It's called get good. I'm high level. I'm handling it. Maybe get there yourselves. You know? Is Cascade the best to farm? Drops Arcanes, gives a lot of focus fast and easy. I haven't tested to say for certain on that, Junin. Couldn't really say. So you're saying I think they wanted to get feedback first? I mean, we have test servers. We have creators who can give feedback. It's kind of weird to have it in a hotfix less than a week later, Zoe. That's the bit that strikes me. But hey, how it is. Sardar saying, hey, want to say thank you for solving practical problems through great videos. Cheers, my dude. Always going to keep doing them. What about Animal Instinct? Well, I mean, Chocodika, I lost my enemy radar when I went into operator mode. I have Animal Instinct. Yeah, there we go. It doesn't work. Because I have that, so yeah. Just wish to remove the transference cooldown. That would be nice. It would feel smoother, yeah. It would feel smoother. Hey, people are sad because they lost Eidolon speed. I mean, yeah. Eidolons, well, that whole community, that side of the community, for some reason is just more toxic than most. I don't know what it is about the Eidolon community. It just ends up being more toxic. More hyper-focused on the ultra epitome of optimization. Any kind of nerf against it is met with such vitriolic response. No, I ain't touching it. I ain't touching it. So, yeah, I'll stay out of that one, quite frankly, from here out. If you hate Void Sling, okay, cool. Send a message to DE. If you're fine with it, or if you're not sure about it, just get good with it. It's fine. Get used to it. You'll get there. Cat Cosmo, you requested a full random loadout. However, with focusing on these, I also want to level them. So actually, Cosmo, now I look at that one, I'm going to refund you the points on that one. Not today. I'll refund you the points on that one, Cosmo. However, now it's time for some mag, according to Rainova. Let's bring out mag. There we go. What build have I got on here? Hopefully not something stupid. You know what, that works. It's got prime sure-footed, it's got decent stuff around, natural talent. Yeah, I'll be fine. Let's rock it. Couldn't one-shot Eidolons anymore, but time to kill was low enough, it makes a minimal difference. I mean... yeah, I don't know on the whole one-shot, but looking at what we have got access to, you can still do plenty, like to me. Feels like plenty. I get you, Cosmo, I get you. Hey, I've refunded you the points, you're fine. Let's do this one. Top of the list. Get the Auric and Matrices, why not? They're toxic because they've been exposed to their weapons radiation. You might be onto something there, Chocodika. Might be. Do I think we'll be able to mod our operator? I don't know. DE so far haven't gone towards modding of operators. I don't know why they would add it when they've got a different system. You know, we're not machines to plug things into, whereas weapons, warframes, they are. So modding operators doesn't make sense to me, but at the same time, for gameplay simplicity, they might. So the real answer is, I don't know. Depends if DE feels like making it a mod system. Yeah, look, the toxicity around not being hyper-optimized, it puts me off it. I don't enjoy boss fights in the first place, and optimize the fun out of it, quite frankly. Especially when some of the people who will be demanding various ways of being better aren't themselves actually optimal at what they're doing. They just want to put others down. We call that bullying. And I don't want to deal with bullies. Oh, I don't know how you can get around that, Argenigio. Don't know how you can get around that, sorry. Hey, you can't push the enemies? Does it not push them at all? Let me find some enemies that aren't dead. This might be more difficult than I thought. But yeah, it didn't seem to be the same push, yeah. That bit of CC does seem to be different. Their bodies didn't go flying. Okay, you're missing nothing then. The original Void Dash, as much as a lot of people loved it for its speed, it was basic. There is no getting around the fact that it was quite literally point in a direction and just gone. And because it was near instant, you didn't have like any kind of control like you do with a bullet jump. You couldn't go aim and stop and backflip out of it. There was none of that. It was just point and go. So you're not really missing anything. Void Sling is 100% guaranteed slower. It is. Is it slow? To some degree, yeah, actually. It is. When you compare to my yeet builds, which kind of throw me around the entire map. But that's fine. The operated Void Sling is always there. If that was constantly constantly superior to my yeet builds, I would be concerned, actually, quite frankly. I'm fine with where it is. You can actually stealth attack the infested more than that, I believe, Chocodika. You just need to put them to sleep first. But I get what you mean, yeah. The infested have some kind of hive mind alert system going on. Void Sling can be cancelled mid-sling. Oh, yeah! You know, that had never occurred to me before. I didn't even think to try that. There you go. Yeah, click. You just click. Huh, well there we go. Alright, I think a load of people just learned something there. That's my primary fire button I'm using. Let me see, does it work with secondary fire as well? No. No, so it is primary fire to cancel it. There we go. And that of course works with the arcane. If you double jump operate void slings, yeah, there's that as well. I'd just force a habit on that one. Force a habit on that. So yeah, void sling. You've got a little bit more pre-fire control because you got like a half second before it forces the launch, so you can re-target it if needed. You've got more range control. You can cancel it partway through. Yeah. Yeah, sling just requires you to be in the air and jump, or void mode in the air or otherwise and jump. Either way works. Yeah, you tap for a short range sling, hold for a longer range. It charges the range up to a maximum and then it just throws you anyway. But yeah, somehow it completely passed me that you could cancel it with clicking without any arcane stuff going on. That's cool. I like that. I do like that. Yeah, Snake Raider, yeah. That's what I thought. I thought, oh, that arcane will add such functionality. But no, it's just always there. Wow. Oh. That is neat. Alright, super fast casting time. This is completely needless, but I love it. This is the combination of natural talent and, what's it, the Madurai thing, power transfer. Completely needless. Love it all the same. Oh, hey, Ribbon Sliver. Nice! I think that is my first Ribbon Sliver from an Maximus unit off Steel Path. Nice. Did they remove the Void Stun? Well, you mean the Void Blast, where you would have kind of manually gone, bah! That one, and instead you now go into your Warframe. Yes, it's gone, but that's because the abilities are abilities now. Yep, Zom. Yeah, so Ribbon Slivers have been added to all Xmas units, not just Steel Path ones. They have a lower drop rate than on Steel Path. We don't know what that drop rate is because D didn't say the number. But they have a lower drop rate, but they're available. Oh yeah, it's over level 30, isn't it, Zers? Thank you, yeah. Yeah, below level 30, don't do it. Does the resource booster affect Void Plumes? I haven't... I don't know, actually. Drop chance won't. But yeah, I wouldn't have thought it does. No. Okay, multiple people say no. Okay, there you are then. Probably no then. Let's face it, if Necros doesn't work, yeah. Man, imagine making a video saying how you can use Necros to get Void Plumes. God, what kind of an idiot would do that? Everyone knows that you can't use Necros for Void Plumes. Duh. I'm not mad, you're mad. Oh, chug it. No. God damn it. God damn it. Well, there goes the energy I wanted to be messing around with. GG's, is that done or is it last wave? Oh, it's last wave, okay. Bubble. Up. A bunch of my roots. Alright. Cool, so hey King, just wanted to ask, first of all, Ken or Kengineer? Please not Keng. Please, not Keng. Sounds like you're having difficulties. Anyway, does the napalm damage of Ogress computes damage after critical damage of impact? So basically, is the napalm affected by the crits if you're a hit crit? Answer is I don't actually know. I would imagine it handled itself separately, but honestly, you're probably best just checking off the wiki on the Nightwatch napalm mod there. See what it says there. Kenji sounds like something out of a Korean show. And believe it or not, I'm in fact not Korean. I know this might come as a surprise to some of you, but yeah, I am in fact not Korean. Yeah, Kenji's not too bad. I prefer Kengineer or Ken, not Keng. Really, Keng just does sound wrong. It's hard to avoid the energy leech, yeah. You either need to really be on the ball and notice it happening, or what you do is you go into your modding screen, you click one of these two spots here, and you click this one, Arcane Nullifier. Guaranteed to resist a magnetic status effect. If you do this, energy leeches no longer matter to your life. They can do nothing to you. Simple fix. Alright then. Let's bring out Zaku at the request of Gunhawk. Let's bring out Zaku, continue on with these ones, and keep doing some amazing bits and pieces. Let's see, what else have we got in the list here? We've got Ragnos, you've got your request for Hildrin after this one. We've got Loki request. We've got a Caliban request. We'll work through them, guys. Don't you worry about it. We've got time for all of those. We have definitely got time for all of those. So, this is Defense in the Void? Yeah, sure. Why not? Attack your defense, that's fine with me. Teachers say wikis aren't reliable, however they're more reliable than some games. So, wikis aren't reliable if you treat them as gospel. What wiki should be for you is a starting point. Oh, well. Abith, yep, okay. Zomd, if you want to do the honors on that one. You want to do the honors? Abith has redeemed a 2035, so Zomd, take it away. We'll see if Beard has taught you well.
The enemy is at our doorstep. You must defend our equipment until reinforcements.
Dom, they're still waving at me. Zom! There we go. Well done, Zom. Nicely done. Nicely done. Hello, Quintus. Subscribing for 10 months. My dude. Cheers. Oh. And of course, not to forget, that's a tier 3 10 month right there, guys. Hey. You got Mr. Big Shot there with a VIP badge and the tier 3 badge all at once coming through. You know he's serious business with that. Oh, don't worry, Tom. It's your first one. It's your first one. I ain't upset with you. Hope things are going well between you and Beard on that side as well. But, yeah. Tried ground slamming a little bit before hitting ground press 4. I almost did that. Let me try it again. Okay, gotta do it sooner. Okay, yeah. It cancels out the slam. Honestly, I just cancel out the slam by going roll. That's how I cancel out slams. Just roll. It works. We have some more headshots. Half charge. That'll do. That'll do. Turn it on. Oh, the Daka. They're all dead. Oh, there's one over it. Yeah. What's 2035? So, yeah, 2035. In Warframe, if someone gets permanently banned, they get banned until the year 2035. As a homage to that, here, if you want to, you can spend 2035 with your lovely blue spanners at the bottom of your chat window to be timed out for 2035 seconds. This means you cannot chat or interact with the stream in any way for 2035 seconds, which is a little over half an hour. The only reason for doing that is because you feel like it. There is no practical reason, but it was requested. I implemented it. It's one word, Catacosmo. Homage. H-O-M-A-G-E. Probably best to just Google that definition. It's supposed to be a giant yeet. Oh. I didn't get giant yeets, but then I always have at least decent yeets. I mean, look how much I'm flying. How do you hear it pronounced, Cosmo? Homage? Not French. At least I'm not French. That. Ah, look at them, just lining up for me. I love it when they line up for headshots. Nice British queuing. Except the Grenier and the dead. Because those ones are just kind of staggering out the door. Also British, but this time drunk. Yeah, you could say that this weapon kind of gets the work done. It is still an assault rifle at the end of the day, so it's not going to be winning many awards. And I do need to do a DPS comparison to other machine gun style assault rifles, see how they compare. But it gets the work done. If any French people are real, I mean, emissivity. I'm not sure where you're going with that particular joke there, because you're trying to tell me that my country historically has been at war, one way or another, for centuries with an imaginary nation? Come on now, we may be dumb at times, we're not that dumb. I mean, really. You've heard it pronounced as Amage? Amage? Homage is Amage. Who's just forgetting that letters exist again? Are we silencing H for no good reason again? And so turning an O into an A? And an A into an I? Like, what is this? What is this? Come on, language is stupid enough already. We don't turn homage into amage. What is that? Better than losing a water birds at least? Oh yeah, true, yeah. Rip Australians. Never forgotten, forever mocked for that one. I mean, granted, you know, they're emus. Emus are kind of terrifying, but... Our country invaded Africa, but we still don't season our food? I mean, look. England raided basically the entire world for spices, and you know what we learned? We learned we don't really like them. But you have to give us credit, okay? Not for the imperial nature, because that's horrible. Not for the theft, not for the colonialism, all that's horrible. You have to give us credit, because we at least live by the idea, don't knock it till you've tried it, okay? We gave the spices a try, we decided actually, you know what, they're not for us. That is far better than those who don't try our food, who look at baked beans on a pizza and go, ew, what's that? Without even giving it a second thought, you know? We went around the world and we at least gave it all a shot. We may have shot millions of people in the process, but, you know, we gave it all a shot. Now y'all just start doing the same, without the murdering, please. Please don't murder the English. You know, we have bad enough already. Pineapple pizza yummy? It is indeed. I think the last pizza I had was pineapple, sweet corn, baked beans, and onion. Lovely. Lovely. Not too far-fetched. There's a war on terror, war on drugs. How do you have a war against an abstract concept of a plant? Well, you see, first, those aren't the things that are actually happening. Those are just the names of what's happening. They're not real. But that's getting far too political, so I'm not going to go down that road, actually. This is a gaming channel. Let's not politics this any further. I will mock my country all day long because I'm British, it's what we do. But let's not get too political now. Let's not get too political. Instead, I'm just going to hold down the fire button until the enemies stop moving. Or until I run out of anti-enemy bullet. There's an angel screaming out of my gun, and it is glorious. And it's just occurred to me, there's one serious downside about these new angel weapons, these Incarnon weapons. The Laetum and Phenmor both require you to activate their good mode. Which means that NPC crew are actually going to suck with them. Oh, that's a shame. Cheers, sweetie bun bun. Alright, let's get some more of these headshots. Give me some more Daka. More Daka, plebs. You know what? I'm actually slightly warming up to the increased gain on headshot perk. I slighted it earlier. I'm actually taking too much time to get these headshots. I might actually switch over to that one. Why don't we make cookie pizza? I mean, I'm pretty sure cookie pizza has been made, but if you want to make it yourself, nothing is stopping you. Unless you're a child, in which case, why are you here? This is not a game suitable for children. Yeah, otherwise, nothing's stopping you. Make cookie pizza. Try it out. Be disgusted. Never try it again. That's a British way. How can you spawn crew member in a mission? Like this. There we go. Any questions? No? Good? Alright, cool. Moving on from that one then. True, yeah. Even without the evolution, the Laetum is pretty nice. But with the evolution... It's like I've got a Void Fisher buff, a Reactant buff on my gun. It just keeps going. Until, inevitably, the buff runs out and you're like, oh. And then you get that massive come down. You're like, oh. Back to being a pleb. Dap, 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 dap. By putting a cheese pizza in a chocolate fountain. Ew, chocolate. Why do you do that to yourself? Fun fact, by the way, I'm actually allergic to chocolate. It makes me throw up. So, yeah. You can keep your chocolate cheese pizza. I'll not spend the next however long in the bathroom, thanks. I think I just killed someone's NPC crew. Oh, and mine too. Yeah. Whoops. Okay, NPC crew. They're very good for a lot of things, but apparently that kills them. Yeah. Good to know. Bad to know. Just knowledge is power. We know it now. Who wins? NPC crew or one lasery boy? Yeah, laser. Laser wins. Because laser is OP. Look, Zers, it was for science. The science of how many people can I kill with it. It turns out I killed no players, but I still got the crew. Science conducted, and we're recording the results because I'm streaming, and therefore it's always science. Okay, Pendragon, you see, we've only had someone try microwave lettuce for us, and they reported back that it is terrible. And a big part of learning is learning how to learn from others. And we've learned from Athlia that microwave lettuce does not belong in these mugs, so don't do it. Do not put microwave lettuce in these mugs. Definitely don't purchase one just to put microwave lettuce in it. No. Not a good thing to do. Don't be doing that. Exactly, Cosmo. Exactly. The difference between science and messing around is writing it down. And a picture is worth 1,000 words, and I'm streaming these pictures to you 30 times a second. So you know what? This might actually be the most scientific way of messing around. I mean, that's just facts right there. Undeniable facts. And with that BS aside, let's go grab Hildren at the request of Arachnus Prime. I know, 30,000 words a second. Some of them I'm even saying to you. Incredible. Oh, almost missed it. Chocodika, good night then. Take care. Ragnos, cheers. That's the last of my tea. I can confirm, no microwave lettuce in there. As demanded.
Okay, but microwave lettuce in water is just tea.
How can you come onto this stream and say something like that? Uncle Iroh is turning over in agony hearing that. I don't know where he is in the spirit world, but he's disappointed in. And you know how much it takes to make Uncle Iroh disappoint. Mythic Spirit, thank you very much for resubscribing for 3 months, but my god, you absolute monster. You've been saving that text to speak just for that? You double monster. How dare you? How absolutely dare you? Anyway, thank you for the 3 months. Yeah, I did once win a prize of chocolate on stream. That was... We knew it could end up that way. In fact, sod's law. What can happen will happen, you know? And it happened. Phenmor charged. Well, that's fun. The hills are alive with the sound of... You gotta love it. Even in burst fire, just... little nukes of pain. Oh, you gotta love it. Listen to those crunchy headshots as well. The only downside is, Hildren is so damn big. Jesus, that forced field of view there, that made him look massive. Yeah. Any maxed arcane yet? Of the new ones, no. Of existing ones, oh yeah, loads. Okay, 5 sugars in a tea. Snake Raider, do you want diabetes? Because that's how you get diabetes. Jesus, dude. Like, unless your cups of tea are like this big. Wow. Do you want some tea with your sugar? I'm straight up judging now. If you have one tea in your sugar... If you have one sugar in your tea, that's fine. If you have two sugars... okay, really, dude. 5? Jeez. Here's me with 0, you know? I weaned myself off sugar and tea a long time ago, in my teens, because I realised if I didn't do that, I would also be diabetic. I have a lot of tea. Just put ice cream in it at that point. Oh god. Ice cream in your tea. Jeez. Oh, no, I don't want to think about that. No. Why do people use Chroma for Profit Taker? Chroma's fourth ability doubles credit pickups of enemies that die within range of its 4. So you pop the 4 right before Profit Taker's about to die, and double credits. Damn, easy peasy. Zers, do not turn Twitch chat into a sea shanty. I'm pretty sure there is a stone tablet somewhere with that warning written on it. Do not turn Twitch chat into a sea shanty. No matter how enticing it might be. First all the chocolate pizza and then 5 sugars. Oh, I didn't even realise. Same person, chocolate pizza and a 5 sugar tea. Jesus Christ. Wow. Zers, that doesn't... Zers, I can just stop responding to you. It's gonna be like that. Wow, I didn't even get to the head in time. I just fired at his thigh and he had keeled over. Butchers in this game are such a joke. The amount of magnetic procs is hard to preserve his energy. I mean, if you have Arcane Nullifier, magnetic procs do nothing to you, so not sure what's going on there. But also, are you using Rage to help regenerate energy from damage to your health? That'll do a lot. But Nullify is the main one. Can't get mag procs when you've got 100% resistance to it. Either that, or you use Subsume ability, which gives you total status immunity. That'll do wonders. Any of that works. Oh, the Daka that comes out of this, it's just so good. The sound of it, the screeching of the angels in the background, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I do like the Phenmor. It's not a meta weapon. It's got high damage by the feel of it, but it's not like super meta. But it's great. Ragnos asking, Ken, are you a pizza? I assume pizza or burger kind of guy? Ragnos, are you a breathing or a drinking kind of guy? Like, do you like to both have fluids and breathe air? I have both. There's no either or to pizza and burgers. You can enjoy both. Sometimes at the same time if you're feeling particularly out that day. Only sometimes though, don't overdo it. Yeah, I like both of them. Alright, let's see. We've got 5 minutes left on this one. Let's switch over to the Laetum now. Very nice of that guy to take cover in the worst way possible. I could just line up the headshot. Burger as a pizza topping? Oh dear. Oh no. I know I said you can have them at the same time if you're feeling a bit fat, but that... okay. That's almost inviting the kind of joke which is technically considered racist at that point, you know. Oh, this is satisfying. This is satisfying. Just painting the floor with murder. Why did I get knocked down? Painting it. Okay, I don't have Prime Sure-Footed on this. Okay, lesson learned. Damn it, Hildren. Okay, I'm switching back to the primary. That is annoying the hell out of me. Hui! Yeet! If you're newer to the game and you look at the various things like parkour speed buff, velocity buff even, you're like, why would you need a parkour buff? You know, we can jump a lot already. Is it really that useful? You've definitely come through this tile and looked at that jump and gone, oh, I'm going to have to jump there and there, I'm going to have to take the lift. I'm just like, ha, wow, look at you. Easy jump. No special extras on it, just easy jump. Parkour velocity is a big deal. Ragnos, do you want to try that sentence again, dude? If you're gonna require a wisponk, you might at least spell it correctly. I mean, come on, use proper grammar and whatnot. Because otherwise, we're just gonna give you the bonk emotes and call it a day. Come on, dude. I mean, do you really think that Hildren's gonna respect you if you can't even do that? You want Hildren to flex for you, and you can't even put together a proper sentence about it. They ain't gonna be interested. Alright, Angel time. Scream for me. Wait, that sounds really weird. I'm not saying that again. Snake Raider, that's horrifying. Nothing should be described as having about 14 sugars. At that point, you are measuring for a baking recipe. Jesus, dude. Bruh. Is your autocorrect? We'll get a better autocorrect. That's a really bad autocorrect you got there. There's autocorrect, and then there's just completely ruins everything you're trying to say. Oh. Come on. We're better than that. What is the mass of 1 sugar? So 1 sugar in common parlance being a single teaspoon of it. Shouldn't be heaped, because otherwise you're getting more than 1 sugar. I don't know the specific gravity of a single sugar. However, taking up a teaspoon should be about 5 mil. Now, the sugar will be heaped up to make up for the difference of the gaps in it. You are going to be looking at about 5 cubic centimeters of sugar per 1 sugar. So if you look at the specific density or specific gravity of sugar, and for 5 cc's, you'll find out how much sugar that actually is. And yeah, there you go. Mactan, I don't think you ever expected an actual answer to that, but there you go. You got one. It's not going to be 0.1 gram, Ragnos. No, 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 no. 1 sugar is not 0.1 grams. Absolutely not. Yo, Mr. 901, Tommy Jacks, ready in with a party of 13. Welcome in, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are y'all doing today? For those of you unaware, I'm the engineer, solver of practical problems here in a Warframe, currently messing around with this amazing gun, the Phenmor. Welcome in. What have you been up to today? What have you been up to? Howdy, Double G Maniac. How are you doing? We've been min-maxing these weapons. I've got some work to do in terms of leveling them, but just in terms of general usability and stats, Laetum's looking pretty shiny, if I do say so myself. And I do. Hey, Scuba Chris, how you doing today? Up. Let's just pop a few holes in these guys' heads, please, because I would like to charge up the screaming super gun. Where is your head? There we go. Oh, we can leave now. Fair enough. Whatever. Let's leave. Double G Maniac said raid, so here we are. Well, Double G Maniac, I appreciate the suggestion. Welcome in. Usually play Looney Tunes World of Mayhem. Oh, I've never played that. No experience with that whatsoever, but fair enough. So I should check out myself because you can't watch both at the same time. Ah, fair. Heard the new Laetum is probably top tier. Well, I've not done the math on it yet, believe it or not. I only just finished min-maxing it in terms of build design, but it's looking pretty damn spicy. Yeah, it's looking pretty damn spicy. Oh, yes, indeed. Ragnos wanting a bit of rock for a bit. Ragnos, do you want it with or without the lyrics? With or without lyrics? And our next request was a Yeet Loki request from Beard. Now, Beard, I do have to unfortunately inform you that I think changes. Yeah, let me fix that real quick. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we get 2 reactors, 2 catalysts from these alerts. Yeah, I need to fix the strength on this. I've changed this into a high range, high duration, so let's dump the range. No longer need that now. And I can instead get the strength back. Let's see. We don't need that one. That is causing issues. We could do that for some strength. And then intensify is a 13 or 11? It is 11. Yep, good. There we go. Heat Loki back in the house. With lyrics. Alright then, let's get that for you. Let's switch over to that. There we are. Zom, gonna hop off the party, still be in chat though. Alright, you take care, Zom. You take care. Thanks for joining us. Alrighty then, Yeet Loki with Infested Mobility that gives me a 111% sprint speed buff and a 55% parkour velocity buff. This on top of the Pradeos here, which is giving me a 20% sprint speed buff and a 30% parkour velocity buff. This on top of the Arcane Consequence that I have here, which is giving me, on headshot, a 60% parkour velocity buff. And if I wanted to be really extra about this, I could even try and find a way to mod in Firewalker. But you know what? I think at this point, I've got enough. Just this time. Just this time. I mean, I'd need to do some more formering to, you know, put a former here, former there, and then I can put that on, but that is really getting excessive. That would make the other build. From what you've heard, the Pradeos buff is not working. I haven't tested it so far. I'll look into it. But the particle velocity buff, that is working, Dutch Shell. That is definitely working. So if that's the bit you're stuck on, nah. We saw how well I was flying around the map. That's working. I'd be really surprised if it wasn't based on the results I've had so far. Yeah. We've done all of these alerts now, guys. We've done all of those. I mean, we've got nightmares. We have got nightmares we could do. I'm going to put this as a poll to you guys. I'm going to open it up to you. We've not got a lot of missions left in us, so which mission? I'll open it up to you. Nightmares, Relics, or Zaran Exterminate. Because those are the 3 I've got on the mind. We're just going to give you guys a minute on that poll there. Got you a minute on that. Snake Raider, yes. If you got 2035 now, it'll go past the end of the stream. Speaking of past the end of the stream, guys, don't forget as well that we have got the Platinum giveaway supercharged today, because some people on Saturday decided not to get in touch and claim their prizes, so those have been nullified now, which means we are doing a quadruple draw today. 3 lots of 150 platinum, 1 lot of 75 platinum. You got 4 chances to win it, which is honestly about the best chances you're ever going to get on a giveaway on this channel. Seriously. So make sure you do exclamation mark ticket to give yourself a chance of winning that. That poll is closing in a few seconds. At the moment, it's pointing towards one particular direction, but you know, it might swing. Might swing. I'll give you guys the last few seconds to cast your votes there before we go smashing into the set of missions. Let me just check my build on Yeet. Does it have Prime Sure-Footed? Yes, it does. Good. Alright, Zaraman Exterminate it is. Let's do it. Zaraman Exterminate has been decided by Alial. 62%, so that's a pretty convincing majority right there. Yeah. Let's go do this. Oh, not the Chrysalith. Not the Chrysalith. Straight to the Exterminate. We don't need to dilly-dally on the Chrysalith. Straight down. Raynuva, which one is that? GOTL doesn't tell me enough. What one is it? Tilly, the bot doesn't know what song it is, but it is Demon by the by what they call Stream Beats. I mean, 2 people wanted Relic Snake Raider. 2 people did. Next, another time, Cosmo. Another time.
These corpus ain't
Yeet.
here to trade. They're
Ah.
looking to steal from us.
Where's your headshot? Where's your headshot? Poke up. Yeet. Look at that. Yeet. That is how you Hulk jump across the map. That is how you absolutely throw yourself. Not as far now because the consequence is worn off. I'm going to need to get some more headshots, but yeah. Yeet Loki is aptly named because he bloody well sends it. Absolutely does, and I love it. It's a pretty pointless build. You don't need a Yeet Loki saved, which is why I have one. Probably should have been a Void Flood. I didn't want us to get all stuck into one mission because there are other requests going around, Zom. That's why. Bruh. Okay, fine. Don't take the bomb. That guy was a little bit too quick on the move for me. Since when did they turn their shields around? That's weird. Never had them turn their shield like that before. Oh yeah, Titania in Void Flood, she is ridiculously good. She is ridiculously good, Flood. But yeah, any kind of yeet is great in a Void Flood. You can do it with just Arcane Consequence on any Warframe. You land a headshot, bam, you're flying. That's it, that's all there is to it. Headshot, flying. Yo, Spooky75, subscribing with Prime. I'm out of tea, my dude, but you get a cheers with water. Cheers, my man. Enjoy your lovely new blue badge, your emotes to go with it. And if you are on the Discord as well, make sure you synchronize your Discord and Twitch accounts. You'll get access to the Supporter Tea Lounge, which of course is a priority channel with myself. Cheers on that. Oh, maneuver. Ah, intermission, damn it. Cheers. I just hydrated, but sure enough, maneuver. We'll do it again. Why not? That's an invasion. That is an invasion, which, you know, can't be stasis. You want to be dealing with that. There we go. And now we go for some more more flappage. Another hotfix. Wow, they are going mad with these hotfixes. Every single day, aside from days off. I mean, I'm glad they're fixing stuff, but wow, another one? We'll see what they got to fix this time. You know what, chat? What we'll do, because unfortunately we won't be able to do the final missions now because the hotfix inbound. What we'll do is we'll go over the patch notes. We'll go over the patch notes before wrapping up the stream, so we can see exactly what's changed. You can get my immediate impressions on it. You lucky, lucky people. Wither Fang 19 coming in with the 5 gifted subs. My dude, am I in the rift or something? The 5 gifted subs going out to Quiet Canary, Ivory Arla, CB Draw 95, Chocodika, and Double G Maniac. Wither Fang, thank you very, very much. I appreciate it, my dude. And I believe that probably puts you in the #1 spot for gifts at the moment. For this month, because it is a pretty new month, I believe that puts you in #1. So, cheers to you. Thank you. Is there an angel around here? There should be an angel. Oh, there we are. Nailed it. Outfit 6 already? Yeah, I know. I mean, granted, it's a good thing, de-fixing stuff and sorting stuff. Buffing operators. We'll take it all. Where are they? There they are. Alright. Come at me. Oh. Ah! Need headshots! Need headshots! There we go. Now let's do it. Oh. Alright, whatever. Whatever, we'll just do this stage nice and easily then. Easy. Can you find red text somewhere if you miss it in game? Yes, Reddit. It's almost always posted on Reddit. And blah. I think that was more Zers than me, but you never know. You never know. Or she angry. But we're better. Switch back, ready up. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. There we go. Zom, I'll go through the refunds. Don't you worry about that. I will sort that. Just as a general matter of note, Zom, if you could just... feel free to let me know about any of the requests which I might have missed. Yeah, things like a Yo DJ, but otherwise, yeah. Just don't touch those ones. Cheers. Did you miss anything? Yes, there is a hotfix. Stay in your mission. I'm leaving my mission. Can't do that. I'm already left. Already left. All right, let's see. What's the red text got for us? It is fixed ghoul purge bounties and potentially others, failing at start. Fair enough. Fixed infinite loading screen when entering the Zarmanav elevator as operator during a bounty. Okay. Fixed a noticeable seam in the torso arm of the Valkyr Carnivek skin. I saw someone posting about that on Reddit. So, fair enough. Let's have a look at the fuller stuff then, chat. Let me grab the fuller bits and pieces. I'm just going to grab the note over here. PC updates. Patch notes. Oh, they're not listed yet. Oh, that is unusual. That is unusual. We'll have to give it a moment. Now, because this area is technically a hub, I'm not going to close the game just yet. Just on the off chance, I'm not going to close the game just yet. But yeah, we'll see what pops up. In any case, that was the Yeet Loki request from Beard. Chocodika's Caliban, we'll have to do that another time. Chocodika, I'll send you the points back. Same check with the Valkyrie, I'll send you those points back for now. Because unfortunately, D decided to update the game. They almost waited for the stream to finish, guys. Almost, but not quite this time. Not quite. So we'll go through the patch notes, we'll do the black giveaway, take it from there. Yeah, let's wait for this one to deploy and wait for the patch notes. As the patch notes still aren't showing. Come on! I'm not impatient, you're impatient. Deployment done. Alright, cool. That is good, that's good. Let's switch over to an intermission screen. Wrong button! That was a starting screen. We didn't want that. So, Raynuva, which ones are those? Because last time I asked you as well, you said GOTL. Gift of the Lotus, right, and now I follow. People just normally call them Gift of the Lotus, so I didn't figure that's what you meant by GOTL. But yes, I've done all 4 of those. Yep. Alright, let's just get that reloaded. And patch notes, please. Are they live? Not live. Wow. D is slipping on this one. D is slipping on this one. We'll have to wait a moment, chat. At least it's a small patch. Patch is already installed. That's just loading up. Okay, Renuva, fair enough. Renuva, it went up after you. It's gone up again. Let me see. Because, yeah, VIP is now 75. Who was the last VIP? Yeah, Adamalik. It was Adamalik who got it. Has it just gone live? I don't see the PC update notes. No, I've renewed. I've got hotfix 3155, but that was yesterday. Bliker, are you sure you've got 3156? Do a backflip? I can't do a backflip, sorry. It's up? Okay. My thing's just being silly. I don't see it. Okay, send me a link then. It's not live on my side for some reason, so send me a link. And when I say it's up, I don't mean is the game up, because I'm in game. Okay, Bang Smash, thank you for the link 3 times, but guys! If you are not a subscriber, don't post a link like that. Come on. 2 in a row. You make me feel bad. Look, my bot doesn't know you're not a bot. If you're not a subscriber, get permission first before posting a link. Ah! You'll be back in 30 seconds, but I appreciate the links. Let me grab these. Cheers, Zom. Right. Oh, they put it on the page, but not on the... Oh, no, someone's got a forum one as well. Let me grab the forum one. I prefer reading through the forums. Cleaner. Easy update notes. Day 156. I don't see this. I'm in the same section. This is so weird. Alright, whatever. Is it possible to whitelist specific domain names in the bot? Mythic Spirit, I'm not taking that risk because bot makers can be very tricky. So, no. I'm not even chancing that one. Just because people can be dicks, basically. People can be dicks. I ain't dealing with it. But yeah, there we are. I've got the links. Good news is that when a chat message gets deleted, I can still see it. So, let's have a look at this then. I'm actually going to bring that music down just a little bit. There we are. Like the fake Discord gift links, any link, basically. I don't know what links are coming out most of the time, and my bot doesn't know. So if you are not a subscriber, you're not a VIP, and you post a link, bot goes, excuse me, what the fuck? Get out of here. Come back in 30 seconds. Only 30. Because normally spam bots are banned by that point. If you are a subscriber or VIP, chances are you're not a spam bot, so it's fine. Anyway, that aside, that's really laboured point. Let's see. Zariman changes. Extraction is no longer forced after completing all bounty objectives in Void Flood missions. The mission can continue indefinitely if players decide to stay. Nice. I wasn't asking for it, but nice. Cosmo, I wish it were that simple. I really wish it were. But you know what people are like. Improve the spawning consistency of large Vitaplast orbs in relation to distance from void ruptures. Okay, fair enough. Updated armaments UI to use seconds instead of percentage in Void Armageddon missions. Okay. Added more tutorial messages to Angel's Zariman quest. Fixed infinite loading screen when entering Zariman elevator as operator during a bounty. Okay. Void mission UI pop-ups and game record is given. Yeah. Fix the minimized void contamination bounty for Cascade. Failing instantly upon mission start on older PCs. Oh, okay. They found that's what was causing it. It was immediately going above the level by the time they loaded in. That's an oof. That's an oof. Alright, changes. Added a cap to the number of Xmas units that can spawn in endless mission types. Okay. Previously uncapped with a low spawn rate, now it scales by squad size, taking into account solo players versus squads. Okay. This can be both good and bad. This has two effects. Firstly, you're not going to get overswarmed by Xmas units. If any of you see other content creators and whatnot, or just pay attention to things like Reddit and Twitter, you've probably seen clips of people dealing with a ridiculous number of Xmas units and their effects just going bop, 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 bop all over the place. It does look like a nightmare. Downside is that if you are solo farming, you've now got this cap. You're going to be getting fewer Xmas units and therefore fewer drops of Riven Slivers. You're going to get lower affinity because they give higher affinity bonus, that kind of thing. So it does affect your reward slightly, but you know, for the visual noise, I'll take it. 100%, I'll take it. Crikey, that was something. Some optimizations. To save over 2 megabytes of RAM. Oh wow, that's huge. 2 megabytes. I mean, that's like a fraction of a percent of the RAM I have, man. Yeah, I've seen some people doing level caps and it does get absolutely ridiculous. So this is a good change. It's just be aware this also affects loot rates compared to pre-Angels of Zariman. Fixed Ghoul Purge bounties, as we already got a note about. Fixed Hydroid's Pilfering Swarm, Necros Desecrate, and Cause Pilfering Strangledome, affecting Vitaplast drop amounts from enemies. Right, okay. I mean, I'm less annoyed about this than I am about the, what do you call it? The change to the Angels, where Necros can no longer desecrate them. But at the same time, when you've got frames which have a specific solution to a specific problem, Pilfering Swarm being an augment, Pilfering Strangledome being an augment. So someone is investing in a solution, countering that solution because, well, it doesn't really fit our design, isn't really a good idea. Was this ruining the game mode? Any more than Titania being able to fly around the map is ruining the game mode. Its core design encourages the use of your parkour skills. Titania flies. I don't like this. This is the second time in a few hotfixes that they've hit Hydroid on his Pilfering Swarm. They've hit Necros and his Desecrate. I'm really against this mentality. This is a mentality that is seen in a lot of different types of games as well. It's one that comes very frequently over on Dungeons & Dragons subreddits. I'm going to assume that a lot of you here are familiar with Dungeons & Dragons. If you are not familiar with it, it's a great game. I'd love to talk about it later for you guys. But in a nutshell, one of the very big things that comes up there is that DMs, the people who run the Dungeons & Dragons game, the Dungeon Master, will either nerf or outright ban certain things which are otherwise just part of the game. They're just in the book. So, for examples, people might, as players, invest highly into perception. They want to be able to spot things. That's what they make their character about. They invest into spotting. The DM looks at this and goes, oh no, that's a really high number. Now things aren't going to be hiding from my players. What I'm going to do is either A, tell them no, you can't do that. B, just not use their perception and say, oh, you got ambushed anyway. Or C, give all the enemies even higher bonuses to completely ruin it. What that does is it tells the player, I know that you invested in this thing, and I don't like it, and therefore you're not allowed to have it. Why? The player doesn't have other things. They invested in this thing. Someone else has invested in Fireball. Someone else has invested in never getting lost in a forest. Someone else has invested in the ability to attack 4 times a round rather than 2. And it's the same here. When you invest in looting abilities, which give you additional loot through killing enemies multiple times over effectively, let them have it. I don't like this. This idea of continuously saying no to the loot frames. If you don't want them to be loot frames, give them something else. Just take it away again. So yeah, bit of a rant, guys, bit of a rant, but this happens all over the place in game design, in reactive game design. Someone goes, no, wait, sorry, no, you're playing it wrong. And is Hydroid really in a spot where people need him nerfed? The worst Warframe in the game has been nerfed in 2 different hotfixes for using the one thing people care about him for. Exactly, Arcleon. Right there, exactly. Alright, it's all about when it becomes DM versus players instead of working with them. And this is that same thing. This isn't malicious. It almost never comes from a point of maliciousness. It comes from just misunderstanding. The whole point of giving players options is to allow them to try to play the game differently. Some people want to parkour. Some people will parkour amazingly by using Yeet Loki, like I do, because it's hilarious. Some people use Titania to just skip parkour entirely. And other people use Hydroid, the objectively worst frame in the game, to get more of the Vitaplast from enemy drops, which isn't even the most effective way of doing it anyway. Come on, D, don't do this to me. I don't want to rant, but when you do things like this... When you do things like this, I'm like... Who complained about this? That's what it asks, forces me to ask. Who complained about this? Anyway, moving on from that. Fixed Arcadia overcharges, critical chance buff applying to all weapons instead of just secondary. Well, we saw this coming, chat. We saw this coming. This one I'm not upset about because this isn't a case of taking away choices. It was a secondary arcane. It was clearly designed to only work on secondary. So yeah, I saw that one coming. That one I'm not upset about. That's fine. That just kind of sits where it is. Graphics, they're just graphics. Bad shifting, duplicated effects. Fixed being able to sell components for ducats. How did that happen? That's a good one, okay. Zama goes standing still indefinitely. Okay, just fix. Cinematic. Anti-Warframe bubble, not affecting clients and void cascade. Yeah, I experienced that. It was really weird. Didn't realize it was a client-side thing, but fair enough. Next up, D complaining not if players pay Hydroid. It makes you think, Chernobog, doesn't it? It makes you think. Yeah. Now they need to disable Vitaplast pickups in Razorwing, because that's not parkour. Bang smash. Careful what you wish for. Alright, careful what you wish for. No fun allowed is not a fun way to make a game happen, obviously. I don't even know why I have to say that. Let's see then. Key binding, screen tabbed options, overlapping. Okay, let's fix. Mentions of void not being capitalized. Lol. Fixed Wisp and Titania's animation sets. Okay, have me concerned there. When I see fixing Wisp and Titania... Right. No, it's fine, it's fine. It's fine. Crash when opening, that's fine. Fine. Cool. Added focus node modifiers to ability screen descriptions. Oh, okay, yeah, that's useful. Yeah, that's nice to have. That's good. Alright. So, the good, bad, the ugly. Good. We no longer got Xmas going absolutely insane in missions. It's scaled on your squad. You can handle it better. So, that's nice. The bad? I mean, honestly, there's not really a bad one in here. Just mid-tier bad stuff. Everything else just kind of seems to sit where it is. I suppose, in a way, that could be considered bad, but the ugly is this one. Yeah, this is the ugly patch note. 100%, that's the ugly patch note right there. Oh. Alright, chat. Alright, that's enough of me ranting. That's enough of me ranting, because we are, unfortunately, a little bit out of time. We are. I know, I can't believe it. We're already at that point where we're doing the Platinum giveaway, which means if you're thinking of leaving the channel right now, don't you do that. I'm about to give you some Platinum, potentially, maybe. Exclamation mark ticket if you haven't already done that. We're going to be doing a quadruple draw today. You can thank the people on Saturday who decided not to claim their Platinum. Really now, come on. Making a big deal about it and everything. So, quadruple draw today. We're going to be doing 3 draws of 150 Platinum and then 1 draw of 75 Platinum. This is open to all platforms, by the way. Doesn't matter whether you're PC, Xbox, PlayStation, or Switch, all of you can join in on this. Absolutely. And whilst you're typing exclamation mark ticket, if you consider, you know, maybe subscribing at the same point, the whiz is very much appreciated. Miss Note for Hotfix 5 is nice. It is, yeah. Yeah, it's a nice bit of quality of life, that one. Most hotfixes are nice things. It's just, there was definitely an ugly one in there. There was definitely an ugly one. Just to let you know, if the bot tells you too many tickets, it means you've already entered, so don't worry about that. If it says too many tickets, you've already done it. It's fine. You're good. You're safe. You're cool. Alright, I'm going to count us down before I close this. Obviously, it's going to be a delay to you guys, but I'm counting it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1... And we are closing it. I didn't have the screen open. We are closing it. There we are. Even I'm on a delay now. Alright then. We got a whopping 99 entrants on this one. 99 of you. Almost a 1 in 100 chance of each draw. But, well, we're going to be doing multiple draws on this. Not going to do you the math on that one. Just take it. There's 4 prizes. Which means, let's grab our 3 winners. Let's grab our 3 winners of the 150 Platinum. Those are going to be Ricardo. Ricardo, congratulations. You are winning the first of the 150 Platinums. Congratulations, Ricardo. I'll be contacting you here on Twitch in just a little moment. Get you that there. Second is going to Gunhawk 008. Gunhawk 008, congratulations. You are getting the next pack 150. And our third draw for the 150s is going to Glacialist. So there we are. Ricardo, that is R1 Cardo, Gunhawk 008, and Glacialist. You're all getting the 150 Platinums. I'll just contact you on Twitch for your Warframe username and platform. But then the 75, the one that we started today, we're giving away. Okay, maybe it's slightly overshadowed now, but it's still going out there to Jadnar. Jadnar, congratulations, you're also going to be getting the 75 Platinum. So again, I'll be reaching out to you in just a moment. So those 4 of you, listen out, watch your chat inbox, your Twitch inbox that is. It'll be a few minutes just whilst we do the raid and whatnot, and I'll get that message on over to you. But yeah, congratulations one and all on that one. I think it's about time we do a raid. I think it is about time we do a raid. Who are we raiding today, chat? Who's live? Who is live? We got Shah, we got Life Water. Those are popping up on my immediate recommendations here. Who are we thinking today, chat? Who are we thinking of raiding? You'll win one of these eventually, Space Jet. You keep entering, you'll get a chance eventually. You know it. You'll get a break eventually. Yeah, it's raid time, Rainova. Who are we raiding? Who are we raiding? So Shah. Oh, Shah is a really big one today. Okay. A lot of people on Shah's stream. We got Stoosh. Don't know if they finished now. Something tells me yeah, they're UK. They probably finished now. We got Life Water. We got Your Lucky Clover. Who are we feeling? Alright, let's see. Life Water. Raiding to the Kengineer. I can't raid myself. Shah for drops? Oh, has Shah still got drops? I didn't know if they were still running for Shah. If Shah still got drops, then sure. Let's do it. Might as well. If Shah has definitely still got drops, well, we're about to find out, aren't we? Let's do it. We are raiding on over to Charizard, guys. There we go. It's up and running. Let's go say hi to another wonderful content creator. Let's show them all the love of this community, guys. And that is all from me today. I hope you have had yourselves a very wonderful stream. I'll see you on Friday for some more on Good Old Among Us, or on Sunday for some more. Let's raid on over. Let's go!